Raptors are up 2-0.
Oh,
They had a very close game. That's at 99-104.
Yeah, last time I checked, Nets were leading.
Jazz Nuggets right now, Sixers Celtics, and then Mavs Clippers. That's the one I really want to watch.
That's the one. Yep. All right.
Because everybody believes the Mavs would have won if they didn't fucking fuck them over, the refs. I mean, they did get fucked over.
They did get fucked over.
Like, it ain't no like, oh, Clippers. You was like, no, nigga, y'all. I mean, y'all won, of course, but
yeah,
we got fucked over.
We can just start from there.
We're here, baby.
Yeah, we're
what
here.
Do you mean we in?
We're here. Yeah.
What up, baby?
Yeah.
We back. We back. We back. We back.
Yep. That's how that's the time we're at in our lives when we record this.
It's basketball time.
Yeah,
Playoffs literally just started.
It's the first game 2s of round 1.
Yep. Like literally, I just checked my phone and the Raptors just beat the Nets, 104-99. So that's where you're like, if you're a sports fan, you're like, oh wow, I know exactly where they are in time.
Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna think.
At this point, how far ahead did they record?
You're gonna find out, brother man.
Yeah.
We gotta do what we gotta do. We all staying alive during Corona times, dog. You know what I mean? We all know what we gotta do.
Rona times.
Rona times. But man, fucking right now, Mavericks got fucked, and then the Lakers lost last night. That's
they
that's
lost.
the world we're in.
You know what I want to talk about with
Dame
that?
time. Melo was hitting them with this, hitting them with the 3 to the heads. Bam, bam, bam.
They're down 5 with a minute left.
Yes.
Why the fuck didn't they foul? They just straight up rolled over. They straight up gave up. You can start fouling and try to claw your way back in.
I don't remember exactly, but I will say this. I don't remember the exact situation to why they didn't foul, so I don't want to speak on it. But I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
They did. I do feel like they gave up at the end.
Yeah.
I do say that. I will say that.
Yeah.
I will say this. When they missed those 4 free throws in a row, that's when they gave up.
Good Lord, AD and LeBron.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Those are back-to-back possessions.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was
Yeah.
one of the most horrible things of all time.
Yeah.
Danny Green, you're playing like dog shit. I don't know if hopefully you get better by the time whenever this episode comes out and the Lakers are still in it, if you're in it, because Big Charles Chuck says y'all getting the broomy broom. Y'all getting swept.
I mean,
what?
There's no besides LeBron and AD. There's no other scorers for the team.
Kuz is playing hard.
Kuz is
I
playing,
like Kuz. I think Kuz is playing
good.
hard.
Kuz is playing good, but for whatever reason they don't trust him to be the number 3 guy. You can tell by the way they played on the floor yesterday.
Yeah.
You're talking about and they don't. LeBron definitely doesn't trust Danny Green. Yeah. Danny Green was open for the 3 at the end, and he passed it to Caruso.
Well, Danny Green hasn't done. You know why? Do you trust Danny Green? Are you passing Danny Green that ball?
And you know what's interesting is that there was Raptors fans in the Reddit subreddit of NBA going over like how the finals win really overshadowed how much Danny Green was declining.
That's right. He was on that Raptors team.
He was on the Raptors team, and they said they said he had a bad finals, but you just couldn't tell because the whole Raptors team was having a great finals.
Yeah. Because he's looking right now.
He is looking doo-doo.
Doo-doo poo-poo. And, I mean, I hate to say that, but it's like, damn, bro, you just are.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
also, Damian Lillard looks like the best player
in the NBA right now. Yeah.
No. Like better than Giannis.
Yeah.
Better than Bron. Better than AD. Better than fucking you know what I'm saying?
He is on a mission, and the Blazers are my favorite team right now in the bubble.
Better than Steph and Clay. Better than KD. He's the best player in basketball right now.
He is unbelievable.
He is
logo
the best player in
shot
basketball.
after logo shot after logo shot really just took over the game at the end.
Now, I'm not saying Steph and Clay and all these people aren't at home, those two specifically, Steph specifically, watching, going, oh, it's on.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to see what staying at home, having to stay at home for the first time in a long time for Steph is going to make him do.
And everyone's talking about this other guy, and he's shooting from the fucking logo.
Yeah. And Steph's like, oh, okay, this is what it is. I'm excited to see how he responds to this.
Because now it's like, oh, there's a new literally, there's a new sheriff in town. On some like, this nigga's walking around. You can tell it's like, I'm sure when everybody got there, and I'm not in the bubble, but this is my perception of what's going on. This is my guess. Because I know people, bro. I know people, fool. That I know. Humans are always the same.
Right.
When they got to that bubble, LeBron and them walking around king shit. King shit. Just confidence through the roof. King shit. King ding-a-ling. You know what I mean? And everybody in the word of mouth around the people who are actually living in this bubble, all the teams, everybody is, man, the fucking Lakers, whoop, whoop, all the Lakers. LeBron. Because that's all LeBron, of course. And then you're talking about everybody else too, but LeBron. Nigga, right now, there's a shift in energy in that bubble.
Yeah, I think
that bubble, and I bet Dame Lillard walks around now. Not that he wasn't walking around like that before. Not that everybody's like scared of LeBron. Right. It's just everybody knows who's top. But I bet you Dame is. Everyone knows who the fucking guy is now.
There is a sense to me that the Lakers are vulnerable now too. It's like
I think the NBA's vulnerable. I think Dame Lillard's about to. I think like the Clippers, every team, the Bucks clearly. I think the Portland. I don't know, man. This team's. If they beat the Lakers, it's over. It's over, fool.
No, it's not over. They have some tough teams ahead of them. But they have a chance. I would say
he's King Dingling in the NBA right now.
Yes, but I would be hesitant to say that it's all the way over.
It is
just because I will say this is that the Clippers again have a deeper team, and if run time.
I didn't say they're gonna blow through them. I said if they get past the Lakers, it's like destiny shit. It's over. They're going. They're going to the chip, dude. If they get past the Lakers, you can. I'd love to know if you disagree or agree.
Yeah.
I think if they get past the Lakers, this is a destiny shit. Oh, they're going.
I don't. I am hesitant to put that on them.
What makes you think it's not destiny?
Because they're not a.
They weren't supposed to be in the playoffs at all.
I will say this.
They were. Remember that they
Right.
weren't supposed to be in the playoffs at all, Baba.
Right. I would say.
And they did this.
I would say the destiny thing. If they were a team of nobodies that was doing this, that would feel more like destiny. This is a good team that underachieved for a little while during the regular season and then gelled together late in the season. This is not a bad team. I think as an eighth seeds go, this is probably the strongest eighth seed we've ever seen. We have Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum, and a clutch Carmelo Anthony. This is not a team of nobodies. If this was, I will say, if this was the Nets doing this to teams with who they are, I'd be like, oh, this might be a team of destiny. But this is still a good team, and they have to face other good teams. I don't think anyone's overlooking the Blazers. Do you feel what I'm saying?
100%. But
they're a team that made the
like
Western Conference Finals last year.
I feel like you have to give them some kind of destiny that they were not supposed to be in the playoffs. That was a miracle that they got in.
No, I'm not saying they're not a great team. I'm not.
Jaren Jackson had to get hurt. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what you got. No, not that the good team. I'm talking about the destiny part. The magic. Let's talk magic. Let's talk things that are beyond spirit. You know what I'm talking. Sports.
Yes.
We talk about this all the time.
Yes.
You know it's real. It's not like I'm making this up.
Yes.
There is a feeling behind Portland.
Do you
feel that?
Yes. There's the bubble energy.
The bubble energy
is behind Portland.
Is behind Portland.
Yes.
And if they can get past the number one seed and the GOAT,
I would say this. The
other NBA's in trouble.
I think the bubble energy was also going to be whatever was going to be that eighth place team. What the eighth place team in the West, whatever was going to be a scary team to face.
Yeah, it was. Because I mean, if Memphis healthy, scary. Period.
Yeah.
You look how they barely didn't get in with their second best player out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Portland had to fucking pull it out of their ass. Mm-hmm. More than the Laker game last night.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, too, the Lakers have been okay, up and down in the bubble at best. Man.
Up and down, they've been terrible in the bubble. What do you mean?
They've been bad. They've been bad.
They've been bad, and the Bucks have been bad. I told you yesterday, their numbers, both of those, they've been bad in the bubble. And you know who else has not been good? The Clippers.
Yeah.
They have not been good in the bubble. That's why I'm like, man, these teams better. And bro, the Clippers got lucky. Kristaps got kicked out. I'm gonna say it right. The Clippers y'all got.
Yeah,
they were coming for your ass,
nigga. Luka scored 42 points in his playoff debut. That guy is a.
Kristaps got kicked out in the third, man.
Superstar.
It wasn't like the Clippers had it made and he got kicked out in the fourth. Yeah. No, he got kicked out in the third
while they were up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Dallas is gonna come out with a ridiculous amount of intensity tonight that I don't know if the Clippers can keep up with.
No. You feel it too. You feel it, bro. This bubble playoffs, I'm not looking at it through the normal NBA lens playoffs. Yeah. I'm now like, you got to take off your regular NBA glasses and put on your bubble glasses. Because it's a different game in there.
It is a different game in there.
It's intense, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to hear other superstars around the NBA who are not in it talk like you like, oh, there's no fans, or this, no that, like no energy, and it's just like, man, you're jealous.
Yeah.
Because they're playing real basketball. Energy? Oh, lots of people like Shaq and certain people say like not. They just say
Shaq's
without the
old guy.
They just say without. That's what I'm saying. There's lots of old guys saying without the fans, like, oh, I just still can't get into it and all that. And it's like, man, nigga, these niggas is hooping, fool. They hoop. I don't know what else you want. I mean, of course, other than fans.
The
and
atmosphere of the playoffs.
But to say that if we're talking about pure basketball, it's like this is like they hooping.
Mm-hmm. And what's it called? The no home court for anybody makes the Blazers a little more scary too.
And Mavericks.
Yeah, there's no home court. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And the Raptors, nigga. The Raptors ain't gonna be no bitch.
I think the Raptors are coming out of the East. I think that's
Celtics. Let's see what happens with these Celtics. They're good too. Let's see because these Celtics are good. They're gonna walk through the Sixers.
Yeah, they're young, but the
Sixers ain't got it.
I think the experience of being there before is gonna help the Raptors over these Celtics.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna walk through the Celtics?
Yeah, but Sixers without Ben Simmons, how are they gonna? How are the Sixers gonna do it?
Because even if Joel has one of those games where he has like 40 and 30 rebounds,
Yeah,
they're still gonna lose. That's the problem.
yeah. Too many scorers.
Way too many scorers.
They're a very good offensive team, the Celtics, and it's like I don't know that much about the Sixers, but with Simmons gone, that's a huge part of your offense gone.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Damn.
And
bro.
defense.
Yeah, Sixers are done. Celtics are scary. I mean, Raptors are very scary. I think Celtics are still. I mean, that's Jason Tatum, bro. That motherfucker is for real.
Jaylen Brown's a good
It's
player.
for real. Kemba
Walker.
These
My
niggas,
God.
these niggas ain't. Them niggas ain't. That Raptor Celtics series is gonna be nasty.
Right.
But at the West, man, it's real scary. Also, James Harden.
Yeah. What are the Rockets gonna be?
Because they beat without Russell Westbrook, they won.
I mean, if the Rockets start running through people, they'd be like, damn, this small ball shit might be here to stay.
It's the bubble ball, baby. Bubble ball's not NBA ball. It's different.
Yeah. My God. But the Portland right now is great. It's a tale of two teams. It was like in the first half of the season they were Charlie and now they're Hank. That's my transition to
Into what?
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh my God, we got to talk about last week's movie.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a sports podcast.
Yeah.
This is a podcast about goofy movies that people should have seen in the year 2000.
Yeah. Me, Myself. It was really.
With Darren Bates, with the president.
It was really incredibly funny. There were so many jokes that you didn't have time to say. My favorite joke, the one that will stick with me for whatever reason, is that they're laying in bed and they're looking at the picture of him and they're dressed up as he's Dorothy.
Dorothy, and they're the three. Yeah.
They're the three: the snowman, the snowman, the Tin Man, the lion, and the scarecrow.
Snowman.
Scarecrow. Yeah. And then she goes, "Oh, what is this? You guys dressed up for Halloween? No, we're just hanging out." And then there's so many small jokes
that you couldn't even. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It was pure comedy, nonstop, foot on the gas. And Jim Carrey is unbelievable. Jim Carrey might be one of the best actors of all time.
I was gonna say Jim
All
Carrey
time.
is fucking crazy, amazing.
He was two people.
Yeah, is he the best comedic actor of all time?
Let me hold on. That's a big one. Let me marinate.
I know.
Let me marinate. Nigga, because there's some monsters.
There's some monsters, but the range of what Carrey does is pretty insane.
Eddie Murphy.
Mm.
And Robin Williams.
Mm.
That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? That's where I stopped, and I don't know thought about them.
I didn't think about that.
That's why I was like, Eddie, man, Eddie. Nutty Professor. Oh God, the level. We talked about it, how it underappreciated the level of acting he was in that movie.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
But Jim. But I'm not saying Eddie. I'm not saying Eddie, and I'm not. But I'm just saying like.
Ooh,
let me sit on it.
Those are two.
And then Robin. Oh my God.
Up there, yeah. Well, yeah. Robin won a fucking Oscar.
But we're talking comedic stuff. I'm talking about just their comedies.
Well, I'm saying comedic actors, meaning that like the whole range of stuff they can do. That's where comedy is their main thing.
Okay, you know what's so funny? I feel that in my head. I feel that I was like, that's why I was thinking like, of course, Adam Sandler. I was thinking literally just a comedy movie,
right?
Like only like what they did in comedies and like who was the best. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, only in comedy movies. Yeah, I mean, it's still
the same. It's still the same people.
It would have to be those four, right? I mean, I don't know. How about Steve?
Will Ferrell too.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Would you put Steve Martin? Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh no. The argument can go.
Right.
Oh, the argument. This argument is like. This when you said it, that's why I was like, "Oh, my nigga." I'm sure people right now are like, "Ah," because but you can't. I feel like Will Ferrell, as far as new cats, you gotta say Will is in the argument. You gotta say, of course, Adam fucking Sandler. Then Eddie's Eddie. So it's like I don't even know how Eddie and then Jim Carrey. Eddie and Jim Carrey are really the two in my head. Are really the two, and then Robin, and then there's Robin, of course, and then of course you got Steve Martin. Who was fucking
Sandler.
Also right there. I already said Sandman.
Oh, yeah, I said Sandler.
But really, in my head, it's Eddie and Jim. If I had to be really honest with myself. And I think I'm going to go. I mean, this would change every day, though. But today.
Well, we're talking about his movie. Give it to him. If this changes every day.
I gotta give to Eddie.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I gotta give to Eddie. What about you?
I was that the reason why I brought that up. I was watching just one of the scenes when he's just turning back and forth.
Oh.
I was like, oh man, this guy might be the greatest comedic actor of all time.
All time. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
So, as of right now, and having just seen this movie, I'm gonna put Carrie.
Dude, I mean like this.
Carrie.
I mean.
Both
of those two. Also the body control on Jim is just unbelievable.
Was that all? At a certain point, I have to look it up. I was like, were there strings involved in the fight to himself? There had to have been.
Had to have been.
There had to have
been. Did you see the part I'm talking about when he was running and then he tackled himself through the glass? And
yes.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There had to have been some
It was
shit.
so smooth how he did it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, and then the smooth transition from Charlie to Hank.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
Did you feel me now when I wasn't just yesterday, or when I said that I wasn't just talking when I was like, it's one of the best. This might be the greatest comedy of all time. I really mean like nigga up there with Dumb and Dumber, The Hangover. You know what I'm saying? Waterboy. I mean, I'm sorry, Happy Gilmore, Happy Gilmore, Dumb and Dumber, this. And then, nigga, Talladega Nights, too. I had to throw that bitch in there, too. Anchorman
Anchorman's great.
Anchorman actually might be number one. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I consider this is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
This is so funny. His first wife was played by, if you were a big Monk fan, you'd recognize her.
I never watched Monk. My mom loved it. Everybody loved it.
Yeah,
I never watched it. Everybody says it's awesome.
She's his second, Natalie. He's the second assistant.
You should spoil a Monk for me one day.
I will. I'm trying to think of good episodes of it.
Because everybody says, like we had seasons at the house. I just never watched it.
Monk is really good.
I would see it on TV and it would just scroll by. I don't know why.
So this is the bullshit of the Emmys, right? It's Tony Shalhoub won 5 of those over Michael Scott.
Well, I don't like that.
That's the bullshit, right? It should have been Michael Scott. It should have been 4-1 Michael Scott.
Fair.
It should have been 4-1 Michael Scott, but Monk is that great that I say he could have a year or two where he beats Michael Scott in terms of just what the character is.
Now,
and how funny that guy is.
Maybe also might be a little biased too, because I mean, no offense to Monk, and I'm not saying Monk's not a great show, but like Office is like Seinfeld level great show.
Right.
Like, one of the people consider it better than people consider it the greatest comedy show of all time. You know what I mean? Up to Cosby Show, like that shit. No, and I'm not saying Monk's bad, but like nobody brings up Monk when they talk about like greatest shows of all time.
No, at the end of the day, it's a serial detective show. You know what I mean?
But this character is one of the greatest characters of all time.
Yes.
I would say, is that true?
Yes.
Without seeing it?
Yeah, I would say that. I would absolutely say that.
Is one of the greatest characters of all time?
Oh, absolutely. Monk. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and he's just, I mean, you've seen him in Marvelous Miss Maisel. He's just
fucking amazing.
He's an amazing actor.
Oh, and then every other movie that you see him in and things like that, he's fucking always awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty great as a bad guy in Spy Kids.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh yeah. The sons are ridiculously funny. They're like minions. They're like the minions.
Yeah. Were they your favorite part of the movie?
They're the minions part of the movie. Yeah.
Yep. Bro, you know how when you leave Despicable Me, you love the motherfucking minions, bro.
Yeah.
That's who you're like, man, the motherfucking minions, bro. They were so funny. You know, and you're right. Damn, it's like they were their own.
They love their dad so much.
They love their dad so much.
And their dad loves them so much.
And it was so funny, the way they talk to each other.
Yeah.
Don't maybe have to bust a cap.
The kiss scene, he improvised.
Really?
Yeah.
Jim is so good.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, the guys were
They're all pros.
They're all pros. They're like, oh, yeah, we have to kiss him on the cheek.
Kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah.
Also, it's Jim Carrey. This is so funny. I know what this is. Also, in your head, you got to not break because you're like, there's no, because in my head, I'm like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
This is so funny that I'm about to kiss this nigga on the cheek.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass nigga.
He's a grown man.
Also, they're supposed to be in high school, bro. They grown,
Yeah.
bro. They big. That's why I said they big as hell. So it's like, bro, this is ridiculous.
What high school are they in? Of course, they're the top 3 students in their class. They're better at everything. Oh my god, I like how the fat one is stupid.
And he's a genius. He can fly a helicopter.
He can fly a helicopter. He just can't read German, but he can understand it and speak it. Yeah.
Oh, bro, I love how they talk like the 2 older brothers. They're just so. They're not older, but you can tell it's like, oh, he came out last.
Yeah. They're just.
The scene where they're watching great comedy, I do love that. I love Jim's shout out to great comedy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like the Fairley Brothers.
People he's seen as a door guy.
Yeah.
Coming up.
He knows. Richard Pryor, Chris Rock.
He saw them from the beginning.
Yeah. And I'm sure if the Fairley Brothers were like, yeah, we'll use Richard Pryor and Chris Rock because Also, it fits the movie too. These guys are fun. Like this movie's funny.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga was on In Living Color, bro.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey is.
Yeah, he's a bad man. He's a funny man. That's
Yeah,
funny,
I love
funny
you. She
man.
said that's a.
Mama, there go that man.
You beat me, my nigga. Mama, there goes that man. That's one of the best calls. That's one of the best calls.
Well,
it's in my top 5.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, number 1. We all know number 1, but it's in my
he's
top
getting away from the cops. He's got getting away from the cop speed. That one's pretty good too. Gus Johnson.
Well, I don't know if that's a regular call.
That one's really funny. That one's really funny. That one's incredibly funny.
Oh god.
Stokely down the sideline. I think that's also Gus Johnson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My favorite is Musburger. Crabtree! Touchdown! Bro, every time. I love that fucking call.
Number 1.
Yeah, we all know number 1.
Bang!
That one gets your blood pumping.
What's another good call? A Chris Berman home run. Back. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we all know that shit.
Yeah.
I told you I like Reggie Miller's that click, this is your Kodak moment.
I don't
that Reggie Miller voice. But he says that. That's a good one. I like that one. And then you said the other one the other day. That's a great one. Nigga.
Oh, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Yeah, nigga, that's a fucking fire one too.
Yeah.
It's in. I'm like, yeah, it's a bunch of good ones, bro. It's a bunch of good ones, though. And then, of course, my favorite. Blocked by James. James with the rejection. Oh, God. I know you don't like that one, but that's a great call, dude. It is.
That is a great call. Man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I ended it with that. We could end it with another more fun one.
The Giants are headed to the pennant. I just remember that. It's the Joe Buck call.
Well, I thought you were about to say when they hurt. The Giants win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The second one against Tom Brady. Yeah. It's like, oh, that call. I don't know if that's the call, but I'm sure they said something of the sort.
Oh, man.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
How great he is.
Yeah.
That's how we keep getting on other great things.
Yeah. I think I've said all I need to say about him.
No, I like this the movie though, man.
It's just incredible.
What do you think of the Farley brothers? Just where do you rank them, man?
They make funny movies.
Comedy.
No,
I think they make some. Dumb and Dumber and this two of in my opinion, the greatest comedies of all time.
Yeah, they and watching Fever Pitch, like, oh, they've gone up. They went from being someone that like I didn't really know about them to like, oh shit, these brothers are good at what they do.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the best. I'd say the best.
Comedy director?
Yeah.
Over Apatow?
Yeah.
Really?
Anchorman. Well, he didn't direct Anchorman.
Oh, he didn't? I thought he directed Anchorman.
He produced it.
Okay.
So I'd say
40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. 40-Year-Old Virgin. And then, of course, I love Knocked Up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trainwreck's amazing. Mm-hmm. And then I like This Is 40, and I love funny people. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see King of Staten Island yet. I'm going to watch it, though. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't put...
Did he do Wedding Crashers? No.
No, he didn't. Todd Phillips. No.
Is that Todd Phillips?
I want to say it's Todd Phillips.
I don't know.
I think that's Todd Phillips. That's why I was going to say Todd Phillips as well.
Todd Phillips is up there then.
Todd Phillips. Oh, yeah. I was going to say you got those three.
Right.
As far as best ones. Mm-hmm. But... Man, but to me, Dumb and Dumber is the greatest comedy of all time, bro. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's absolutely perfect.
Would you put the guys who did Airplane and Naked Gun up there too? I mean, that was a bit there before our time and a little older, but
I know, yeah. And I think Airplane's one of the greatest comedies of all time. Period. Mm-hmm. You know my feelings on Airplane. I love Airplane, man.
Yeah.
So that's on
I think and Naked Guns are some of my favorite movies.
Yeah, Naked Guns are also fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no though. I'm gonna say the Farrelly Brothers, Todd Phillips, and Apatow have more range.
Okay.
Their comedy range is wider.
Where would you put they're new, so I don't know if you'd put them in the.
Go ahead.
Where would you put the Lego movie, 21 Jump Street, and then the Spider-Man movie?
The twins.
The twins. No, they're not twins. Phil Lord and it's Lord.
They just work together.
They just work together.
I mean, I don't consider those comedies. I consider those just great fucking movies. You
don't consider Lego Movie, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street
comedies?
I
guess the Spider-Man was not a comedy. That's just a fucking phenomenal thing. I don't even know what that is.
What else did it? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I think?
Yeah, that's great too.
Yeah. That's
comedy.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Mm-hmm. Animation. You have a little bit of a cheat. That's why it's like, hey, why do we say the greatest shows? Niggas say Seinfeld and everything, but niggas don't say South Park. You have this slight advantage.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
like
yeah.
a little cork in your bat.
Mm-hmm.
In animation, you have more tricks you can play.
That's a good point.
That would be my argument. What about you?
I'll give you that.
Would you put them up there with those guys?
I think I would. Just because
What's your argument
the quality of the movie that they are too. It's like especially the first Lego movie. Just like they are incredibly funny and maybe it's because I have
as funny as a Anchorman or a Dumb and Dumber or a 40-year-old version. These things, like as funny. I'm not saying it's good. Lego movie, dude. I love the Lego movie. It's fucking really good. It's really really good. Is it as funny as Me, Myself, and Irene? No.
Fair. But
it's a great movie.
How about the 21, 22 Jump Street?
Oh, that's a different talk. But we said the Lego movie. I'm like,
all right.
Man, I just can't see because I love the Lego movie. It's a brilliant fucking movie, and I love watching it. But man, bro, we're talking about motherfucking Knocked Up. Laugh out loud, pound for pound laughs. Especially 40-Year-Old Virgin and things like that.
That's
We're talking Dumb and Dumber. We're talking, or Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore. We're talking like, all right, is this or 21, 22 Jump Street? Pound for pound laughs, I would not say. I'd say Lego movie is just as good. Damn, no, hold up. Just even to send an honorable mention because I feel you. Lego movie is a better movie than all those movies I named. It's a better movie, period. It's a better story, a more finite story, it's a more beautiful story, all that shit. Not even those other movies I just named aren't even close. The Hangover.
To the level of like
to the level
depth
of,
that the Lego
no,
gets
not
to,
even close.
Yeah.
But funny, I can't give it that.
Right, all right.
I can't give it that.
All right.
Now 21, 22, all day.
Okay.
Those are
But
big time comedy.
But like I said, I guess that adds to the argument of like those two guys, the range that they took, like just if you were to add range to their repertoire, that's the range that they have is pretty insane.
Pretty insane. But they'd have to do some more comedies before I'd give them. I mean, you really think that the level of they're at the level already of a Judd?
No.
And those
no,
like
no,
you know what I mean?
No, I don't know the second guy's name.
Wow, you just answered that really well.
Yeah.
But I like that discussion. That was because we don't really discuss directors like that.
Yeah.
Actually, comedy directors, they don't get a lot of love.
No. It's comedy. Comedy is underappreciated.
It really is because
in terms of like critics and like there should be the fact that there isn't ever a comedy nominated for Best Picture is insanity.
Yeah, that's a good fucking because we're giving Todd Phillips all these roses because of The Joker, but it's like why wouldn't we give him for fucking Wedding Crashers and fucking Hangover?
The fact that
the biggest Hangover. I mean, The Hangover.
At the very least, The Hangover should have been nominated just because of like what it was. It was ridiculously funny. It was
unbelievable. I mean, one of the funniest movies of all time.
One of the best,
arguably,
one of the best movie theater experiences I've ever had in my life.
Me too.
So it's like
I went like multiple. Also, I saw that giant like twice in the theater, once in the drive-in.
Yeah,
all were great.
So it's like
when that tiger comes out, nigga. Everything, all those moments.
When Chang
jumps out.
I don't think his name is Chang in the movie, but
when Chang Chong.
When he jumps out of the car, that's one of the funniest reveals in all the movies.
That's fucking. Oh my god, that's fucking. I remember that, dude.
Yeah,
I remember that. Motherfucker. Yeah. Like nigga, all these things. Like man, that movie experience was a crazy. Also, you know who else you got to say too is Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. I'd put them in I'd put them up there as well now.
I get it.
Because you got it, nigga. Super bad.
This is the end.
This is the end. Like, bro, them two have made
Pineapple Express. Sausage Party.
Woo.
Yeah, they made some very funny movies.
I'd put them up there with the big boys as well, but I still don't say I wouldn't. I still can't put them above Judd's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard to put anybody over Judd, but man, the Farley brothers are fucking legendary.
Yeah. They truly are.
Yeah, but you're right, man. I'm glad we're giving some love to comedy directors because we sit here and we talk all day about the big boys.
Yeah, but
and they say, look, I just called them the big boys. Like they're not big boys.
Yeah. But yeah, like the comedy directors, I mean, they're so, especially the ones that we've mentioned are giving us a lot of enjoyment. And like I said, it does suck that they also don't receive their due from the thing that judges movies.
Yeah, they don't get the Scorsese love. They don't get the fucking
because at the end of the day,
Coen brother love.
What makes the Oscars so disconnected is like it's not give the regular people something.
Preach.
Give the Avengers best special effects.
Give Avengers best movie. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
Give it nominated for Infinity War.
Nominated for best picture. The fact that The Dark Knight wasn't nominated for the best picture.
Then what are we even talking about?
Even if it was, it should have won.
Yeah. Well, clearly.
Yeah, and it's like just give the people something, and they'll flock to you, man. You're Hollywood.
And also, people don't have to die. Heath Ledger had to die to get an Oscar.
You don't have to act better than us. We already think you're better than us. We watch you.
Yeah. It's fake. It's also a big fake award. It's a big gold man.
Yeah. Let the people feel like they win, man. It would be huge for them.
That's fucking real shit, bro.
It'd be huge for them. Especially now when people need a win.
Yeah, so fucking on these next Oscars, hopefully. Oh, there's no movies.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well.
Hey, release Tenet, Christopher Nolan. Quit bitching, dog.
And that was me, myself, and Irene.
God damn it, Chris.
Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's
Yeah.
how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us from
Poston, Hassan Ahmad.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
But we should grow up.
We need to grow up.
We need to grow up. Like the movie Grow Up. Grown-ups. It took them 2 movies to grow up.
Yeah.
We can do it by the end of this podcast. It's not. We can be adults.
Baby poop.
No, we're not gonna sing about
baby poop. Why? Why even do a podcast if we're not gonna sing about poop?
Mommy poop. Mommy poop. Mommy poop.
Mommy poop. All right, that's all I need.
Yeah, that's fine. I respect that.
And I will always poop you.
Okay, dude. Are we gonna be not grown-ups? We're gonna not be grown-ups today?
I don't want to.
So we're not gonna be Kevin James. We're not gonna be Chris Rock. We're not gonna be David Spade. We're not gonna be Rob Schneider.
Nope.
We're not gonna be Adam Sandler.
Nope.
We're just gonna be. We're just gonna be fucking. Not those guys.
Not those guys. Yeah, I made that call. I'm trying to think of another poop song. I can't think of anyone better than what I just did, if I'm being honest.
Ain't you that dude from TikTok?
Yeah, and I think your bitch watch.
I think she does.
Yeah. Guys,
Pay some bills.
do you have Instagram?
They
Wow,
better.
you do?
They better.
Then, well, yeah, you fucking better. If you don't have an Instagram, go onto the App
Invent
Store.
one.
Or sign up for one. You don't have to invent your own.
No, you invent it.
Sign up. You can sign up Instagram through your Facebook. If you have a Facebook, if you don't have a Facebook, go ahead and do that first before you do the Instagram. And then get the Instagram. When you get on, the first thing you do in your new account, you don't post. You don't add any information about yourself. You go to the search bar. You type in DARENBATES, Darren Bates.
At Westland Sun.
Westland _ Sun 56.
56.
Click it. It's got a blue check mark. You click follow. You say the bean sent you.
And a message and or comment.
Yes. Preferably both. And
Preferably both.
then you set up your account.
Yeah, then you post a picture of your family.
Right. That's how you
and
do
your
it.
new beautiful daughter or whatever.
In that order.
Yeah, in that order.
Mm-hmm. Follow
If I
Darren
see you
Bates
post a picture of your fucking family
before you.
before you follow them, it's a fucking problem now, Beaner.
Huge problem.
Now it's a problem. Now you're getting punished.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. You know? You want to be a good bean, not a bad bean. You
Sure.
don't want to see what we do with the bad beans. You ever seen the movie Willy Wonka? That's what I'm saying. We're going to fucking let a bunch of midgets murder you.
So, follow Darren Bates, tell him the bean sent you, and listen to his podcast, The Raw Room.
At the Raw Room.
At the Raw _ room.
2 underscores.
Yes.
Man, somebody's a motherfucker.
Yeah. So do those things. Follow Darren Bates. Follow The Raw Room. Take a listen, or we will send a bunch of midgets to murder you. All right. Now that the bills are paid. Dude, yo, best ads in the game.
Oh, yeah, because we don't have to do any real ones.
Yeah, we don't have to do any real ones. Yeah.
One day. Y'all are rocking with us, though, man. I'm sorry. And also, hey, just so you know, when we get the ads one day, you got all these for free. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's all I got to say, too. I don't want to hear one fucking complaint, man. Like, oh, man, it used to. Because if I hear a person who's like, oh, man, it used to not have ads, then I'm like, well, what were you listening for? Did you want us to not get popular? Like, what were you listening for? So it could just be us, you and me. Just us two and you. And that's who the podcast is for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If anyone ever comes up to me like, man, y'all used to not have ads, and now y'all have so many ads. You're goddamn right. You should be happy. Every ad you should be a part of, like, man, look at all this money they making. You helped.
Yes, that is true.
So don't be mad at it. You should be happy about that.
Yeah, so this is a preemptive fuck you to everybody.
Oh, always. Dude, the fuck yous on this pod stay ready, bro. Locked and loaded. Even for the fans.
Yeah.
Even for the beaners. Because that's what real love is that, fool.
Mm-hmm.
Real love is that. You want to hear a movie today, or what you want to do?
I do want to hear a movie. I actually want to hear a movie. Usually I want to do other things. Usually I would rather be anywhere else. But today, I'm down to hear a movie.
Dude, that's the meanest shit you've ever said to me. Usually, I'd rather be anywhere
else. Fucking
anywhere
my
else
room.
includes like Charleston, South Carolina.
Absolutely. At the dentist's office.
And Minnesota Targets.
Oh, absolutely.
All Targets in downtown Minnesota.
Yes. Anywhere in Iowa right now.
That's where you'd rather.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I could keep naming Ireland.
Hey, shout out to our Island Beaners, man. Island man.
Braka braka.
Yeah, we do have Ireland listeners.
Yeah.
That's the accent y'all get.
Yeah. We from the island of Ireland, man.
We from the island, man. Young boy, rude boy, our son island, man.
Yeah. Usain Bolt, man.
Yo, it's funny to do an accent really well, but the wrong one. Like, you can do an accent really well, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you can do a bunch of them,
Yeah.
but you don't know what they are.
I
Like because my Japanese is really good.
Yeah, what's your Japanese? What's your Japanese?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I thought you were just gonna go. Oh, I thought you were gonna go with that part. But
No.
I like that.
Japanese is just. I know Japanese, and then
Yeah, like a guy who stubbed their toe.
and then I know like Thai is like bang on my bang like Vietnamese and all them. It's all that bang my
The jungle Asians.
bang on my. It's all them niggas talk like up there like it's like stop screaming, just talk.
They talk up
Then
there.
again, I mean the niggas in Japan are talking. Stop growling. Learn how to talk, all y'all. All y'all learn how to talk. That's the most racist. That was the most racist thing I've ever said.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All y'all learn
Learn
how to talk.
Yeah. You brought that Japanese to.
That's what it is, though, isn't it? They're the ones that are like that.
You're not wrong.
Because the Chinese are more like, ho now, more now.
Okay.
It's like a little more round. It's like, ho na hai mo. Like when I hear Feng Chao talk, it's like, ho ma now, ho. Like, ho ma. You know, it's like it's not as screamy as them,
Right.
as the jungles.
Right.
But it's not as growly as the Japan.
Right. Yes, you're correct. This is a good. This is a good breakdown. This is a good breakdown
Thank
of
you, buddy.
the land before time.
I like to pay. I like to pay attention to how y'all talk because it's all wrong.
How do Russians talk?
Bruh, I gotta hear. Like I know it.
Oh, okay,
I gotta hear it. I know the moment I hear Russian talk,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, that's how they talk.
Okay.
Just like Ireland right now. Like I know how they talk, and I can do an impersonation of it.
Right.
But all I got right now is boy.
I like this. This is the best Ireland. Ireland, we got the bobsled team.
Ireland, we got the bobsled team. We got the 137 Junior. Sanka. Go listen to the Cool Runnings episode. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was back
That
when
was
we
a good
didn't
time.
know the world was gonna end. So you'll listen and you'll hear the carefreeness in our hearts. And
Episode
voices.
6.
Good look at you, man. You got a fucking memory of a fucking woman.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they have way better memories.
Yeah,
than
they
you.
have way, but they remember everything. I don't remember shit.
Yeah, women are like bitches. I was gonna say elephants, but I don't want to shit on elephants like that.
Oh well, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I'll give you that one. That was pretty good.
An elephant never broke my heart, Teresa.
Yeah. Turns out I used to fuck elephants.
Yeah, bro, especially no, it'd be funny if like a specific elephant broke my heart. Like I fucked elephants, but one elephant
like really
changed
like,
me.
Yeah. You guys, you thought you got really close. You let
Yeah,
them in.
and I let them in, and they fucking
They trampled around him there. They
stampeded.
stampeded your heart.
They took their nose and sucked my heart in like
Yeah.
a peanut,
Yeah.
and sprayed it out like water.
Aren't we supposed to do a movie and not
I
talk
don't-
about your elephant sex life?
Yo, man, I don't know what y'all want from us, bro. We're losing our minds. We're trapped in a house.
Yeah.
We've been trapped in this LA apartment, podcasting every day for a month, like a month straight.
Yeah.
We're losing our fucking minds.
losing our
Y'all want
minds.
us to talk about a movie?
We're not really going out at all.
We can't. Where we gonna go to?
Yeah. Nothing for us to do.
We're just getting ready to leave. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
And fucking man, I just want to fish because I can't do stand up. So I want to do the next thing I want to do, and I didn't know it was fish, but that's the next thing apparently.
Yeah.
I had to ask myself. I was like, well, if you can't do stand up, because I can't,
Let me fish.
let me fish, and I can't fish here. Can't fish in LA.
No.
You can, but like nigga, oh my god, the amount of hassle
Yeah, right. The traffic you'd have to deal with, and
Actually, the traffic's not that bad out there, is it?
yeah, it's not terrible, but it's like
It's not like what it used to be. Yeah.
no. But it's not early. It's not. But it's also not early quarantine when it was awesome.
Whoa, yeah. Not that many deaths. Traffic was clear, baby.
Yeah.
Good times.
Now there's traffic and people are dying. This is why is this working out?
Well, no, people were dying then. It's just we didn't know at the rate
Yeah.
yet. It was just good times.
It was just fear and easy left
And
turns.
also,
fear and left turns.
for sure that everything's coming back to normal. Like that's for sureness.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this, things are coming back to normal. Like
Right.
you can't tell me things aren't coming back to normal.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be crazy.
Remember when we heard that report? Like, oh, coronavirus might be here till August, and we're like, these guys are fucking crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And here we are.
Though me and you were on the bandwagon that we thought it might be here for a while, and then we were like in, one out. Because we were also like, this might be here for a while.
No, I think.
But we weren't like, oh, it's gonna be here.
I think if you look back at my overall position, it was this is gonna be here for a while, and it's a problem that we have to deal with. But if we're not gonna deal with the problem, then let us go back to work.
No. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
yeah.
about. I'm talking about like when it's first. I'm talking about nigga. We were
Okay.
like on the plane going to Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about no podcasting.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just straight up. How do we feel about this?
We were freaked out on that plane to Atlanta.
Yeah, we got to a big argument with certain someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, no. We were like, we weren't thinking, no, this is gonna last forever. But we were like, no, this might last a little minute. We remember. I don't know if you remember, but
Yeah.
yeah, remember that was our stance when this first happened. Was
Yeah.
like,
This is gonna last till 2021.
Huh?
That was pretty much. Our
but
stance.
but it was a maybe. It was
Yeah.
like maybe. We weren't like it for sure will. Like now, where it's like, oh, what are you even talking about?
Yeah.
You're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But back then it was like, man, this you know. But even still, in the back of my mind, the majority of my head, it was like, nigga, we gonna come back to normal though. You know what I mean? When
Right.
when this first happened, like, oh, we gonna come back to normal for sure. Like week 1.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, April 19th was the first date.
That's what I'm saying.
We went to. It was like, oh, April 19th will be fine.
Oh, dude, what? Come on, it's fine. Like literally, like oh, easy peasy.
Yeah.
We can get to that day. We'll be open back up, back
Yeah.
at the Comedy Store, back in life, shows, this, that. You know what I'm saying? All the good stuff. And man,
Whoa, were we wrong?
but I'm not gonna be wrong again because now I'm just gonna go chill and fish and take myself out of the equation, and I'll just come back when it's the time.
It's the
There's
time.
no right time. There's no wrong time. It's just the time.
Yep.
I'll come back when it's that. And that's all we can do, bro. And that's all y'all can do too. Stay alive out there, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do your best.
Do your best.
We're rooting for you.
We're rooting for. Hey, the beans got your back.
Yeah. Not
Anybody.
monetarily, but
Do
spiritually.
not ask us for money. We ain't paying for shit.
Yeah.
But do we have you? Because another person we thought asked us for money the other day. We were
Yeah.
like, is this nigga asking the podcast for money?
Yeah.
But nigga, we got your back, other than financially.
We're rooting for you.
But that's also why we don't ask money for y'all either.
That's true.
We like the relationship like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like the relationship like this. It's just free sex. Nobody's a prostitute.
Good point.
You know, it's just everybody's fucking friendly fucks. Nobody's paying for fucks. Nobody's asking for money for fucks.
We're just we're just fucking.
We're just fucking y'all, and y'all are fucking back, man. It's beautiful, and I love it, and we
Yeah.
love y'all for it.
Yes.
But one day, yeah, y'all gonna have to pay for this.
Well,
Not y'all. It'll be like Blue Apron. Y'all are gonna get it for free.
Yeah.
But
Forever and ever.
But somebody's gonna be paying for this. Oh God, Baba.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm ready. I'm primed and ready to go.
You got a boner. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Well done, buddy.
Just doing my best.
You might have to put it away though for the movie we're doing. Cause can you tell me what you think happens in the motion picture? Because that's what it is. It is a motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
A moving picture, some would say, with color. Like Mike.
Whoa. You know what? I always wanted to watch this one as a kid.
Oh, it's for kids.
Yeah.
That's why I said you should put your boner away.
No. My boner is staying out, baby.
Does look good.
No, I definitely wanted to watch this movie. I don't know. I think this is one of those movies that my mom didn't want to go to the movie theater with because I don't think she wanted to see it. One
That's
of those.
fair. I can see Mosina, from what I know of her,
Yeah.
she might not be into this.
Yeah. So what I do remember from the trailer is that there's like these shoes on a power line, and then Lil Bow Wow gets him down, and he puts them on, and then he starts to just bawl out. And you know what? You know what this movie probably is like? This movie is probably exactly like that movie. I think it's called. Isn't it called? You know where the guy's the picture for? We talk about it all the time.
I love that. Yeah, I love that movie.
What's it called again? Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's probably like that, but for basketball. So he puts on the shoes, and then like in the Rookie of the Year, he like throws the ball back. So it's probably something like that. He like the ball comes to the stands, and he just fucking swishes it or something like that.
He Damian Lillard did.
Yeah. And people were like, what? And then they signed the kid to they're like, hey, let's just sign him for a contract. You know, it'll be good media, whatever. And then he gets put in a game. You know, they're like losing or whatever. And then he does really well. And they're like, oh, we should actually put him in games for real. And they start putting him in games. And then you see him schooling real basketball players. You know?
Real legends.
Yeah. Well, this is 2002, 2001 in that zone.
You're in the zone. Let me see.
2002. Okay, so we're in 2002.
Oh yeah, we know who the top dogs are.
Yeah. I doubt Kobe's in this movie because I feel like they would have shown Kobe.
Do you know who's in this? Out of any of those people?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I feel like it would be. Who's big in 2002?
Ooh.
Shaq. Oh, Shaq would be. I could see Shaq in this movie. I'm gonna go. Shaq is the biggest name in this movie. But yeah, he's just dunking on NBA stars left and right, and then his shoes lose power at the end. You know, and he pulls some crazy kid move. You know,
like how homeboy struck out the dude for the Yankees.
Yeah, remember he goads him into running into a pickle.
No. Remember how he wins the game?
Oh, he strikes out.
He throws an underhand pitch because his mom's like, Henry, and she like does, and then he's like, and he throws that pitch, and then the fucking dude who's like the best hitter on the Yankees, fucking misses.
Yeah, yes, something like that, where he throws like a granny shot up for the win,
like that kind of free throw.
Yeah, and they win the championship. And then he's a normal kid after that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's literally the basketball movie of that
movie.
The basketball version of that movie.
I like your movie.
Yes.
You're very wrong.
What?
You're right about the hang. They do hang on the wire at one point.
They do hang on the wire.
They do hang on the wire.
I remember that distinctly.
Exactly, because that's from the trailer. Yeah, that's how the trailer starts.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh no, you 100% got that.
And that's how he gets his power. It's probably something to do with electricity.
And you know the story of there's some kind of he can hoop against NBA players.
Yes.
So I'd say you were about 20%. You live in there. It's 2 in a row.
That's good. I'm not mad.
That's 2 in a row, brother.
I'm not mad.
You want to hear it?
Yes.
Because you were 80% wrong, so you can hear the other 80%.
Yes, let's do it. I'm excited for this movie.
They made this for you.
Yes.
They made this for you, and they made Fever Pitch for you.
Okay, yeah. They really did make Fever Pitch. I was thinking that.
In the middle of this movie, me and Sam looked at each other, and she was like, this is for Ehsan. I was like, I know. I mean, dude, you know what I mean? Certain sports movies, you're like, because it's like how Air Bud was for you. It's like some sports movies, I'm like, no, this is for him. Yeah. It sucks you can see this as a kid and experience it, but I know that you're still going to get the same feeling as an adult.
I love it.
We see our lead.
Okay.
Immediately. Little bow wee wee wee.
Okay.
Little bow woo woo.
Yeah.
And we see he passes the what?
Bow Wow now.
Okay. Bow Wow. Oh, you're right. We see Bow Wow. He's a fucking grown dog.
Yeah.
So we see Bow Wow.
Yeah.
And he's like got the ball. He's dead serious. As the movie starts like him, he's got the ball. He's dead serious. And he's a child. You know this, right?
Yes.
That he's like literally a kid.
Like 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So he passes the ball to our other lead. White kid from Jerry Maguire.
Oh.
Stuart Little. Something Zinzinski.
Jonathan Lipnicki.
That's him.
Yeah.
He's the other lead in this.
Okay.
I didn't know if you remember he's in this.
I only remember Bow Wow.
Yeah, so he's the other lead in this. And then he passes the ball to this Asian girl who's a friend of ours, the girl from Social Network.
Brenda Song.
Yes.
Okay.
And Disney stuff.
Yes.
She's the other lead. It's them.
Wow.
As kids.
Wow.
They're all kids.
Yeah.
Child actors.
What a trio.
Right? Credits start rolling after them. After that, they all start hooping their ass off. They start like just having fun. They're hooping like Mike.
Okay.
Camera pans back.
Okay.
They're hooping in the Chesterfield group home.
Oh. Is that an orphanage? Okay, so they're orphans. All right. Let's pepper some stakes on this, huh? There's some stakes involved
There you
now.
go, brother.
Yeah.
We see a bully kid walk up. Like a kid walking up, he like takes the ball from him.
Okay.
Todd from Breaking Bad.
Whoa. So
Child actor.
Always an asshole.
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons.
Also, though, this kid can act, dude. I thought about this. Like, oh, man, this kid's been acting forever.
Yeah. God damn.
I think he's one of the better acters out right now.
He's great. He's great. He was great in Game Night.
Great in Game Night. So funny.
Yeah.
And then Revenant, unbelievable.
He wasn't the bad guy in Revenant, was he?
No, he's
the captain, right? No.
No, he's the young guy who doesn't want to be involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course Break Todd is just one of the best characters.
The episode of Black Mirror, the Star Trek.
Oh my God, that's one of the best episodes of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude's, but I didn't know he was a child actor until I saw this and I saw him and I was like, I forgot he was a child actor.
He looks like Todd.
Oh, it's Todd.
It's Todd. Okay.
Just like when you see the girl, you're like, oh, it's her. And
It's
when
her.
you see, Libnicki's Libnicki.
Libnicki,
But
yeah.
those two, you're like, oh, it's them.
Right.
You know? But it's crazy. They are kids. It's like, damn.
I've seen Libnicki at the store before.
Really?
You don't quite know until someone points it out.
I believe that. He's grown.
Yeah, he's a grown man.
I'm
now.
sure you wouldn't recognize like Macaulay Culkin off sight. Like I know, like if I saw him and he had like a hat, and you know what I mean, he like I wouldn't just be like, oh, Macaulay Culkin.
Right.
You know? It ain't like whereas when I saw John Hamm, it was like John Hamm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Immediate.
Lance Bass from NSYNC looks exactly the same.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, which is
Some people have the drink the juice. Usher looks exactly the same.
yeah, which is devil magic.
Yeah. Usher got off that bike and I was like, whoa, dude, let it burn.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Still
wild.
Confessions look?
Yeah.
Jeez, you look the same, dude. Carved.
Aged well.
Oh, very well. So the Todd from Breaking Bad who starts bullying him, calling him short, and then the little Nicky kid's like, leave him alone. And then Calvin's like, that's his name, Calvin. He's like, it's okay. And he goes, he's like, how about this? Like he challenges him, like, if he wants the ball back, play him one-on-one.
Right.
And he's like, man, you know what? Kobe wouldn't back down from no challenge. AI wouldn't back down. And MJ would never back down. Let's go. So they D up and they play basketball. And like he gets the ball and he starts dribbling and he goes to shoot and the Ox kid just sends it like out over the gate.
Oh, it just blocks the shit out
Oh,
of him.
fucking, but no.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he gets blocked real bad. The kids all start laughing, right? And then you see Ox. That's his name.
Right.
His
bad
name's
guy.
Ox, yeah.
Ox.
And he rips he has an Allen Iverson jersey on. He rips it.
Oh, shit.
You know? And then he says, and then the Calvin's like, I don't care. I'm going to get adopted by a family. I'm going to get 5 more. You know, fuck you. You know? And the mean kid's like, you're never going to get adopted, dude. You're too old now. Like, that's why none of us are going to get adopted. We're all out of that range.
Right.
You know, which does suck because that's true.
Damn.
So, cut to he's watching like Fresh Prince, and he's like, man, one day I'm going to get adopted just by like a family, just like that. And we see the adult dude, whoever's like running this orphanage. And it's, remember the dude from Charlie's Angels who sniffed the hair?
Oh, fuck.
He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, the what's his name?
I forgot his name. They said his name. I mean, I saw his name on the credits and I forgot. But him.
God, you're talking about the guy, he's also in Back to the Future and yada, yada, yada. What's his fucking name? It's going to bug me. God damn it.
Let it bug.
Let it
crawl
bug,
up. Let it bug. Let it bug.
All right.
But you know what I'm talking about. You see
Yeah.
this nigga.
Gilbert, he was in Gilbert Grape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Sure was. So, we see them right then. You see him, and he goes, "All right, y'all."
Crispin Glover.
That's his name.
Yes.
That's his fucking name because it's not Danny.
Yeah.
Right when I saw his name, I was like, "Oh, he's related." That was my first thought. So he goes, "Let's get to work." Cut to we see them outside a Staples Center.
Okay.
And all the orphans are selling candy bars.
Oh, okay.
People are walking by, calling them scammers to their face. Like, oh, don't buy these kids. This money's not even going to some orphanage. Like, people just saying mean shit to them.
Right,
You know?
right. As you do.
Yeah. What were you about to ask?
No, I wasn't.
Oh. So you see them, like, now the game's going on, and they're waiting for the crowd to leave so they can sell them again.
Right.
And they watch the game, and they're watching the LA Knights.
Okay, so
who
it's
would
a
be
fake
the
team.
yes.
They didn't get the Lakers.
They would be the Clippers.
They'd be the Clippers. Okay.
That's who That's who they are.
Okay.
They're not the Lakers.
Okay.
They're the Clippers.
They're the Clippers. Okay.
But like they're the LA Knights.
Okay.
But they're the colors of the Clippers. You see what I'm saying? They're at the Staples Center.
they're the
Like
Clippers.
they're the Clippers.
They're the
They're
Clippers.
a losing franchise.
Okay. They're the Clippers.
They're the Clippers.
Okay.
I didn't realize either so much. It's just like, oh, they're the Clippers. Like it took me like, oh, interesting. Of course, that makes sense. So their star player doesn't pass the ball, and he misses the shot. Like they lose by 1. You see a coach like yelling. They're watching from like the big screen. They're like, damn, he should have won that game. So at the end, you see everybody exiting the stadium, and they're handing out candy bars. You see you see a nice car pull up, and like about to leave, and it's the coach, Coach Wagner.
Right. Okay.
All right, and fucking the Calvin kid's like, oh shit, it's Coach Wagner, and he runs up to him, and Coach Wagner is the captain from the Rhode Island State Troopers that we did in the last literal movie.
Oh, what's his name? Robert Forster.
Yep, from Jackie Brown.
Right. Damn.
He's the coach in this. Back to back though, not on purpose. Clearly, I didn't do that. I mean, how the fuck would I know he was in Me, Myself, and Irene and like Mike?
Yeah.
Though close and time wise, they make sense.
Yes.
2000, 2002. He was just working.
Are there trees around here? Because there's a lot of forester going on.
Oh, I
That's
like
full
that,
of the
brother.
beans. I'll do my best, you know.
That was good. So
I think you like the attempt more than the actual thing.
I
but-
do like I like a good alley.
Okay.
You know, just because you missed the dunk, kind of. Not really. It still went. It bounced off the rim and then went in, so it just
Okay.
didn't go in smooth.
Okay.
Still a nice alley oop.
I'll give you that.
So they walk off. Like he goes over to him and he's like, Coach, you know, what do? He's like, man, I'm sorry that you guys lost that way. Man, it's crazy. Why wouldn't Tracy pass the ball? Why did he take that horrible shot? And then the coach is like, man, that's a question for the ages, kid. And he goes, here, let me buy one of those chocolate bars, and he gives him $20.
Right.
And Calvin's like, he's all happy, and then he hands it back and he goes, I can't charge you, Coach. And he gives it back, gives it to him for free. Right. And then Calvin goes, man, if I'm being honest, Coach, I don't think this money even goes to the home. And Coach looks at him like, damn. He's like, what's your name, son? He's like, Calvin Cambridge. He goes, okay. You ever see a game in the arena, Calvin? No, sir. How about I get you and your friends ticket to this Sunday's game?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, no, you love the guy. Like, oh, that's some dope ass shit. And of course he's like, yeah, motherfucker. And he's all happy and he runs off and he's like, Murph, you won't believe it, right? And Murph's like, you know. So that's what I said. Some of the most, like I said, it's a movie for you.
Yeah.
So we see parents coming into looking to adopt kids, and no one's talking to the older kids,
Right?
Including like Ox, him, because they're all just old. They're just at that age where it's like a little
unsalvageable.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. You've seen the movie.
Yeah.
So you see a nun come in later that day.
Okay.
And she drops off like a box of stuff for him, right? And she clearly knows the kid, and she teaches them at school. You know, and she's like, you boys better be doing your homework. And while she's handing out all this stuff coming out this box, a pair of shoes fall out the box.
Okay.
There's a pair of white Nikes with the blue check. And he grabs them. He's like, Sister Teresa, you know anything about these shoes? And then she's like, no, not much. And then he puts them on. He's like, whoa, they're a perfect fit. She's like, yeah, all I know about those is apparently they belong to some famous basketball player. And of course, all the kids are like, who?
Yeah.
You know? And she goes, oh, I don't know. You guys know him, the tall, bald one. Such a nun thing to say. I loved it. I was like, the tall, bald. Because that is, who is it though?
Yeah.
That's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's 6'6" and bald. And so he looks at the shoe. He's like, and he opens it up and looks at the tongue. MJ's written inside.
Okay.
And then all the friends, he shows it to Murph and the girl, and they're like, no. And they all go, man, it can't be at the same time. Like, no way. The bully kid hears that it might be MJ's shoes. And he walks up, he's like, man, give me those. He's like, no, they're mine. And he's like, give them to me. And he's like, they're fighting over him, and he finally snatches them for him. And Calvin's pretty much like, hey, man, I will kill you for those.
Right.
Like, let's go. It's
time
right now or never.
Time to fight.
And the bully goes, you want them so bad? Here. And he throws them as high as he can. And they land where it's on.
Yes, on the wire. Yeah. That.
Yeah, I knew you were like, well, how did they get there? Because I'm right about it.
Yeah. That is cool. I did not
He's
know.
a bully.
You know, yeah, I did not know it was a bully, and there were dead parents involved. You know, if you had to ask me, what are his parents like, I would have said they're probably the goofballs.
Goofballs and don't know that their son's a superstar basketball player.
Yeah,
while
he's hiding it.
He's hiding it, and it's like, oh, it's a goofy situation.
Oh, that would actually be really funny.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah.
They went a little darker.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for Like Mike 2.
Atta baby.
Yeah, Revenge of the Shoe.
No, like Mike 2, like Braun.
Oh, duh.
Duh, right?
Duh.
And that was like Mike 2,
Yeah,
like Braun.
Yeah. All right, I will begin writing.
I'll
begin writing.
Hell yeah, dude. Just let your boy be in it. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Give your boy a scene or two. So, it's raining super hard. You see the kids are all asleep, but Calvin can't sleep. Obviously, he's just staring at the sneakers out the window, and it's raining on him.
Right.
You know? And he wakes up Murphy. He's like, yo, man, we got to get those shoes. I know they're MJ's. He's like, how do you know? He's like, I know. And he was like, well, we'll get them in the morning. He's like, we can't. If we let them rain on them all night, they'll be ruined.
Right.
You got to get them right now. He's like, oh, all right. So they go wake the Asian girl. They go outside. It's fucking raining hard as shit. Calvin climbs up a tree, and he crawls down this branch, and he gets all the way to the shoes, and he starts pulling on them, and they kind of get stuck. And he finally gets them, and he like smiles, and right when he's about to pull it loose, lightning. And then it fucking like zaps him back, and he falls out the tree, but he has the shoes.
Right.
And when he lands, he's fine. He's like, oh, whoa. And the shoes are like,
They're like glowy.
and then it goes away.
Okay.
But he's like, whoa, right?
Okay.
So they go to the game the next day to sell their candy bars.
Okay.
The three friends sneak off because they have tickets waiting for him at will call.
Right.
So they go get their tickets. And you see when he grabs his ticket, he has a bunch in his hand. Like you see that. And he goes to start walking into the game, and they're all excited. And Ox comes up. He goes, where y'all going with those tickets? And he's like, oh, man, we're going to the game. And Ox is like, I'm going to go tell Mr. Bitterman. You know, the dude.
Right.
And they're like, Ox, You can rat us out, or you can see the game with us. And he like spreads all the tickets.
Right.
And Ox is like,
oh hell yeah.
you're like, oh, that's what I said. At that moment, you're like, oh, even the bully's like, well, nigga, I ain't no fucking retard.
Yeah,
Nigga.
yeah.
I'm not fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, I'm watching this game.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What? You got you really got tickets for everybody? He had tickets for like everybody.
Yeah, and he just wasn't gonna tell anybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel them. They were gonna sneak off, but then it was like,
oh well, we got
we can't sneak off anymore.
Yeah.
So they all go. This is what I didn't like. Nosebleed seats though. Arena's half empty. You feel me now? Clippers game.
Weird move, coach.
Hey, coach.
Keep these orphans away from me.
Yeah. I'm not saying even give them box seats. I'm saying
mid-level,
mid-court.
Yeah.
Mid-level, mid-court.
Get these orphans away.
Lakers 0-2, I get it. Sold out tickets. I'm sure, actually, no, Phil Jackson for sure still pull.
Yeah. For orphans? Oh, my God. You don't think the
Courtside.
Lakers would want that?
They can get them courtside.
Yeah.
Easily, right?
Yeah, the Lakers would absolutely be like, oh, this is Orphan Day. Woo!
And like Phil Jackson met this specific kid. Like, and it's like he said?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
They could easily
But the Clippers coach, you're nosebleeds.
Yeah.
You go mean the Clippers. Back then, too. 2002 Clippers.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, they were still a couple years away from the Elton Brand good Clippers.
The Elton Brand good Clippers.
Yeah,
oh, you know your history. I love that.
They're still not very good.
No, at this point.
They're usual not very good.
Yeah, this is like, and then, of course, who would be going to a Clippers game at this time?
Right, no one.
No one. Unless they're playing the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone else.
But they're really just going to a Lakers game.
You're just going to a Lakers game.
Yeah.
And then any other team, you're just going like, in this time, you'd have been going to a Sixers game because everybody would want to see Allen Iverson.
Yeah, okay.
And you're going
so this is Sixers Knights.
Huh?
Is this Sixers Knights we're watching?
No, this first game?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, okay. Is KG in this?
You don't see him, but KG would be in this world.
Damn, that'd be cool if this was our second KG movie.
I know, it would be awesome, but you don't see KG in this. So, they go to the game, they're in the nosebleeds. The star of the team that missed the shot the last game is actor Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, fuck. This is like our third Morris Chestnut movie?
Morris Chestnut be in our movies, bro.
Yeah, what? We did
Ricky!
Boys in the Hood. What's our other Morris Chestnut movie? Was he in the Tupac one? What the fuck was it called again?
Juice.
Was he in Juice?
No.
No,
you're thinking Omar Epps.
Oh, I thought Morris Chestnut was one of the friends in Juice.
No. The other friend in Juice is the kid in Lean on Me.
Oh, right.
Sam's.
Right. Damn, what was Morris Chestnut in?
He was in another one of our movies, but it's slipping my mind right now, too. But he was. Okay. You're 100% right.
Okay.
Because at first I was like, set it off. I was like, no, that was Blair Underwood.
Yeah.
And Blair Underwood's been into it. He was in Malibu's Most Wanted.
Right. Or did we have a guy that was... I think we had a guy that was Morris Chestnut, but wasn't Morris Chestnut.
We've had that, but I want to say we've had another Morris Chestnut. Mm-hmm. But I know we've had those two for sure. Right. Ricky is, that's...
Also, what a great name.
Oh, Morris Chestnut, dude.
Yeah.
You were going to make it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You had no options.
Yeah.
You were going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
It's also fun to be Chestnut around Christmas time.
Oh, God. I can't imagine. And then also, this guy's a handsome, beautiful black man.
Yep.
So life must have been pretty sweet.
Yep. So
he misses another shot, and the half ends, and they're losing to the Timberwolves pretty bad, right?
Right.
And we see, I love this guy, the dad from American Pie.
Oh, Eugene Levy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the motherfucking like GM.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So he is in a suit and he's complaining about the ticket sales and this, that, and they're all gonna lose their job. Mm-hmm. He grabs Tracy Reynolds on his way out the half. He's like, Tracy, I need a favor.
That's Morris?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tracy Reynolds, he's the star. He's Morris. Okay. And then Tracy's like, nope. I don't do halftime shows. I won't do it. And he's like, the owner is gonna clean this house if we don't start putting asses in the seats. Get your butt out there. So they go out there for halftime and they do a raffle for one lucky fan to play one-on-one against Tracy Reynolds.
What a terrible, terrible promotion for a player in the middle of the game to have to play.
Imagine. But then again, who knows what the Clippers were doing?
Yeah, talk about a terrible franchise. Jesus.
Section 4. They grab random, they're random.
Yeah.
Row 14. And then, of course, all the kids are like, holy shit, that's us. Seat 2. I got the ticket. And he runs down, right?
It's Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin. I can't emphasize enough again, because this is very important, because now we're getting to the core of this movie.
Right.
That this is a child.
Okay.
So I want you to not, you really got to see a kid.
Okay.
And also then grown NBA superstars.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Start getting in that mode.
Right. So a lot of this is going to look like those videos where they let like the disabled kid score a touchdown.
Or Air Bud.
Okay. Same thing.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. A lot of bad whiffs on defense.
Yeah. So they meet each other, and Little Bow Wow's freaking out, which is, I mean, adorable too, because he's like legit like, holy shit, you're Tracy, and he grabs the mic. He's like, it's tea time. This is tea time, and the crowd's like, oh, like laughing and shit.
Yeah.
And the guy, while he's doing this, the guy Eugene Levy leans over into Tracy's ear, and he's like, hey, let the kid score twice. And Tracy's like, once. He's like, come on, man, we need it. Let him score twice. And Tracy looks at him and goes, once. And Eugene's like, you know what I mean? Like, god damn, these guys are competitive.
Yeah.
Which I get too. I'm like, no, we'll get once.
You get one.
I get that. And how much you agree with that? Like, oh, I gave him one.
I like it. Well, you guys are competitive. He's being competitive. It's in the middle of the game. I don't want to do
I'd
this.
have been like, does he have cancer?
Yeah.
No? One. He has cancer too. Is that not fair?
That's fair.
In the world of sports?
That's fair.
So, he gets...
I feel like cancer, you should let him win.
2.
All right.
How much does that cancer kid appreciate Kobe Bryant only letting him score 2?
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
You're like, damn, Kobe fucking D'd me up.
Yeah.
He let me score 2, and then it was 32-2.
He kicked my ass. That was wild.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't dribble. I couldn't even do anything. So, all right, Calvin, Cambridge, you get 60 seconds. Here you go. And then right when he's about to start, so you hear the guy in the crowd go, hey, kid, tie your shoe. And then he's like, oh, and he reaches down, he ties him up, and he's like, make me like Mike. And then Tracy gives him the ball, and Bow Wow actually, real Bow Wow has handles.
Okay.
So that did help.
Okay.
So he's dribbling, and you're like, oh,
okay.
this kid can fucking like dribble, like it's him.
That's
dope.
No,
it ain't like the drumline thing where it's like Nick
you
Cannon drums, Nick Cannon drums.
Yeah. Bow Wow hands, Bow Wow hands.
Like Bow Wow, grown man, clearly grown man, tattoos on the hands.
Yeah.
No, like Bow Wow, he can hoop. I'm sure he hooped a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So he gives him he's handling him up, and then of course he lets him go by, and he gets a layup. And the crowd's like, oh, and everyone's like, that was nice, right? And the second time Tracy's like, all right, he's like kind of like, all right, I'm gonna D up a little harder now, like like playing into it. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
And the crowd's all happy, and then Bow was like, oh, he starts talking. She's like, oh, you'll D me up harder now, and he's like, oh, I didn't know it was like that. He's like, hey, I play D, man. I'm Tracy Reynolds, baby. And he's laughing, and then he does the fucking James Harden step back. I'm not kidding. The James Harden, you know what I'm talking about? That from 33 feet. Now everybody's like, oh,
shit.
And then Eugene Levy goes, whoa, Calvin Cambridge with the 30-footer. And because even the friends are looking at each other like, what the fuck? Yeah. Calvin's like, how the hell did I do that?
Yeah.
Now everybody's looking at Tracy Reynolds, like the teams come out the locker room now like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So this nigga goes, oh, hell no. This kid ain't embarrassing me. Takes off the pregame warm-up sweats. Rips them off. Throws the ball at him. Let's do it.
Already embarrassed.
Already mad.
Yeah.
Calvin, of course, goes, oh, my God, I'm so sorry, Mr. He's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry, Mr. Reynolds. And he goes, man, shut up with all that. Let's go. What's up? Play ball. And he's like, okay. And then he fucking dribbles. And he's like fucking D'ing him. He's like, oh, not that way. Come on. Let's go. For real. And he's like, oh. And he fucking pumps him. And he jumps. And then he throws the ball off the backboard. Grabs it. Boom!
He bams it?
Bams it. Yeah. Complete silence. Obviously.
Yeah.
Not a noise in the stadium. Yeah. Everyone. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
The team. Because he's like 4'4".
Yeah. What did that look like? The jump?
Oh, it looks like somebody clearly CGI'd a little boy flying through the air to dunk a ball.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So right then, finally, Murph is the first one to go. Yeah, because it's his best friend.
Right.
Come on! And then the whole arena.
Yeah, obviously.
Woo! What did we just fucking see?
Yeah. This was worth the price of admission.
Oh, dude, I don't care about you care about the rest of the game?
Yeah. It's sort of like that play at Angels in the outfield where he makes that diving catch where he just flies. It's like, oh, dude, they could have lost 80-0. That would have been.
I saw the greatest play in baseball history.
Yeah. I saw the greatest halftime show of all time.
All time.
Yeah.
I saw God, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a boy fly. You'd be like, I saw a boy fly.
You just saw a man fly.
Man, mama, there goes that child.
Yeah.
I knew that would get you.
That was pretty good.
So you see Eugene Levy looking around because the crowd's going crazy, and he obviously, like you said, gets the idea of like, this can sell tickets, obviously.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously, should we really try him out? Because he was pretty good.
Yeah, at this point, I'd be like,
He beat our star player one-on-one.
yeah, and he had a 30-foot step back and followed it by a off-the-board alley-oop.
On our star player, D'ing him up for real.
Yeah.
Our star player.
Our star player, yeah.
This is the best player on our team. He can at least make the team.
Right,
He
right.
can come off the bench.
Easily,
For
easily,
sure.
easily.
So, right then you see Eugene Levy go and surprise the orphanage dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go up to him and it's him and the coach. And they're like, hey, obviously,
Right.
we'd like to talk to you about Calvin Cambridge. And they're like, well, he's like, what? And then cut to you see him going, so let me get this straight. You guys want Calvin. And you see Calvin back there like playing with the video game, like smiling.
Right,
That Calvin to play for the Los Angeles Knights.
right.
And the
Perfectly normal reaction.
The coach is like, I think this is stupid as well. Coach
Okay.
Wagner doesn't want it.
Okay.
I think this is stupid. It's just a gimmick. I don't want it. But the orphanage guy is like, well, I mean, if you do want him to play, I'm sure there's going to be some money involved, right? And then Eugene Levy's like, how about a $5,000 one-day contract? And then he ups him like, I do all this, I do all that. And then Eugene Levy goes, how about an extra $2,500 just for, the help? And he's like, we got a deal.
Oh, wow.
All right.
He's got a sneaky agent.
Yeah, and then the dude's like, oh, I always knew there was something about him, the orphanage guy. He's a monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Right.
So it's played by that guy. You seen that guy?
Yeah.
Has he ever played? When
creepy.
has he ever? Yeah, he's
When
always
is not
creepy.
Creepy.
I guess Gilbert Grape's a good guy. He's
Kind
chill
of.
good guy.
He's definitely hitting on the underage sister at the end of the
Yeah,
party.
He's fucking weird.
Yeah, like, oh, you're turning into a fine young lady. But
he's
he's
fucking weird.
definitely hitting on the 15-year-old for
Yeah,
sure.
he's always weird.
Yeah.
He looks weird. He
even
looks.
if-
I mean,
yeah.
he can play weird.
Yeah, he can play weird.
So, the kids are all talking and they're so pumped they can't believe he just signed an NBA contract for a day.
Right.
And Ox is like watching them, and he's so fucking mad. Clearly, he's so fucking mad. And the kids realize like, oh, this is the sneakers. We know this is the sneakers. This is like some weird basketball Cinderella kind of shit.
Right.
And they tell each other, hey, we got to promise no one can find out. But Ox like hears all this.
Yeah. Okay.
right.
They gotta really like keep an eye out for Ox.
Yeah, he's a bad kid.
Yeah, but he's like he's always around. Just
Yeah. Small orphanage. Like just look around. Pay attention.
Smorphanage.
There you go. They get to the game the next day, right? They walk to the game, by the way, him and his friends. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
So we're not gonna send a limo for this situation.
This is
This is a limo sending situation.
Again, we see why this is a losing organization.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they give the orphans terrible seats. They sign one of the orphans.
Well, that's probably the best decision they made.
Yeah, which is crazy if you're in that situation.
Yeah.
And then they don't give him transportation. It's like, come on.
Give him transportation.
What are you doing, Knights?
You expect him? He walked to the game. I mean, I know he
Yeah.
lived close, but still.
Yeah. And then we find out that later the owner tells his girlfriend that she can't date black guys.
Well, that comes in later.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
spoil it all, dude.
Well,
Let
you
me
know.
spoil it. So, him and his friends go to the game, and
Right.
he goes in the locker room, right? And right when he gets in the locker room, of course, all the guys like, oh, Tracy, your boy's here, like making fun of him.
Right.
And he goes up to him and he's like, hey, Mr. Reynolds, I'm really sorry about yesterday. He's like, you got lucky. You're like still mad about it.
Right.
Right? So they give him his uniform and then, the cleats, all the stuff. And then of course, a dope ass new pair of sneakers.
Right.
And he's like, do I have to wear these? I kind of like mine. And Eugene's like, what, are ours not good enough for you? He's like, no, I just play better in mine. And then everybody looks at him and Eugene's like, play? Oh, kid, you just got to look good. And Calvin's like, what? And he goes and he sees the coach, Coach Wagner. He's like, hey, coach, I have a lot of friends here and a lot of people watching. Am I here to just play or be some kind of sideshow? And the coach tells him the exact truth.
Hey,
You're a sideshow.
10-year-old, what do you think?
Yep, he tells just like that. Hey, you're 10, you're a sideshow. This is how we do things here at the Clippers organization. He's very like business about it.
Yeah.
But he tells him like, hey, I did watch your halftime show the other night. Like I finally watched the tape. You got game, kid. My God, you got game. Which is, I think, a little underrated. You got game
Yeah, you just watched a 10-year-old dunk.
on your best player.
You got game, bro. You got Jesus on your side. What the fuck are you talking about?
And also, I'm gonna play at some point in this game. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Might as well.
You beat my best player 1-on-1.
Yeah, if we're
I'm
winning,
curious.
I would play him if we were winning by a lot or losing by a lot. I'd be like, let's see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
which is what's gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
the crowd's packed. The crowd for this game obviously is sold out.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
He's so happy on the bench, and they're playing the Spurs this game.
Okay.
And we see Mr. David Robinson.
Okay.
And he goes, like, you see David Robinson get a rebound and pass it out, and then you see, like, Calvin's like, that's David Robinson, the Admiral. Hey, Admiral! And the Admiral turns and looks at him, and he's like, the Admiral's like, and then, like, keeps running down the court.
Right.
He's like, oh, the Admiral, where's David?
All right. So he's having the time of his.
Oh,
fucking
if I
life.
was 10, I'd also be like,
Yeah.
hey, Admiral! Admiral! The whole game.
Yeah.
So they call a timeout, and then when they do, Calvin gets him the idea, and he has an idea for a play. They're down, right?
Right.
But he has an idea for a play. The give and go. And they're like, it's called the give and go, kid. He's like, no. And he sets it all up, and it's like the coach is like, wow, it's actually not a bad play.
Right.
And it's like the shot is set up for Tracy.
Right.
Tracy goes, I'm not running some play set up by a fucking kid. And the coach is like, fine. Calvin, you're in for such and such. Tracy, pass Calvin the ball. He'll take the shot.
Okay.
Calvin's like, what? And everybody's looking at him, and then he's like, he looks down. He doesn't have his shoes on. He has the team shoes on.
Ooh.
And he's like, oh, shit. Crowd's going nuts. They see him coming in. He passes the ball. He comes in the game. He's like, he's looking up. He panics. They're like, run the play. Him and Tracy keep passing the ball. And Tracy's like, dude, run the play. He's like, run the play, Calvin. And then he finally calls a timeout. And they're like, what's wrong? And he's like, I gotta pee. And he sprints to the locker room.
Right.
And the whole crowd just starts laughing. And
right.
the announcer's like, that might be the first time in history that a player said, I have to pee in the middle of a game.
Right.
You know? He finally runs back out, and he's got his shoes on. And he's all confident now. Right. And he runs out, and he's so happy. And they fucking run the play, and he drains a 20-foot J. And the crowd, obviously, whoa! And the announcer, this kid is for real. And then he starts fucking bro, does the Michael Jordan right to left layup, does fucking spinning layups. They come back down by 10 at some point. He dunks on the Admiral, slam dunk over David Robinson. Oh my God, David Robinson. Like this.
What the fuck?
He gets poster. 12 seconds left. They trail by 2. Calvin has it up top. He gets to the corner. Bang! Knights win!
He
Knights
drains
win!
the game-winning three.
Of course, crowd almost runs on the court. They have Calvin on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Next day, you find out he dropped 27 points in like 2 quarters.
Jesus Christ, my God. Oh.
And he
so he was on pace for 54 points.
Yeah, Damian Lillard.
Damn. He's little Dame.
Next day he signs a huge deal.
Right.
Duh.
Right.
He's the youngest and shortest person ever in the NBA history.
Right.
All the kids where it'd be like Calvin, all this shit, right? So Calvin packs, like you see him packing for road games.
Right.
And the Bitterman dude comes up and tells him, hey, just so you know, while you're on the road, you can't get adopted. It's in your contract. Sorry, but it's forbidden. Like, as long as you play for the Knights, I'm your owner.
Right.
Like, I'm your guardian.
Right.
Calvin's like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
that's lame.
I don't want that.
Right.
Like, I'd rather still have a family than play basketball.
Right. But, you gotta look at your adoption window like your championship window. It's closing.
Ooh, you're a smart fucking cookie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You are a brown cookie and a smart cookie.
Oh, thank you. Well, I don't know why they're separate.
Because one's gross. So, coach comes up to Tracy. He tells him he is rooming with Calvin. Tracy's hot. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking, I shouldn't have to do that, boo-doo-woo. Right? So you see Calvin bothering Tracy constantly, just talking, like trying to get him to have fun.
Right.
And then they get to a super fancy hotel, the kind of hotel we would stay in on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
And obviously Calvin literally, bro, he freaks out the way we freaked out, which was
Right.
funny.
Every time.
Every time. Just
Right.
freaked out the way we freaked out every time we saw one
Yeah.
of those super nice hotels.
Yeah.
And so cut to that night, you see Tracy wanting to go out. He's like, hey, he's putting on clothes. He's like, hey, I'm going out. He's like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, order room service. He's like, what's room service? He's like, oh. And he tells him what room service is and how, like, hey, we get it for free, so just order whatever you want. And he leaves. And, of course, Calvin is a child.
Right.
So he orders
Everything.
every single thing.
Right.
Cut to the room is just disgusting, and it's just food everywhere. And he's just like, oh, like, because he ate everything.
Right.
Ice cream, pizza, hamburgers, grilled cheese, like everything. And you see homeboy get back with a girl.
Oh, damn.
Right? And, you see like homeboy come back with a girl, and he's like, hey, wait 1 second, I gotta go in and check, like I gotta go in and see what's going on. And he opens the door, and like the room's just, he's like, Calvin, what the fuck? And Calvin's like, and he runs to the bathroom to throw up.
Yeah.
And the girl comes in, and she's like, what's going on? And then she sees Calvin, and she's like, oh honey, and then she takes care of him all night.
Right.
And you see like cut to like they're outside, and he's all snuggled up on her boobies, you're like drinking a juice, and she's like, oh, you're so cute, and you see this nigga like this.
Yeah. Damn. I was gonna get laid.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get NBA. I'm NBA.
Yeah.
Right?
Now it's gonna you have this massive cock block in your room.
Oh, massive.
Yeah.
So they get to the back to the hotel, and like he's like, hey man, sorry about taking your girl. It's just my curse. The ladies love me. And he's just looking at him. He's like, go to bed, man. And he's like, all right, I gotta say my prayers first. And he gets down on his knees and he looks at Tracy. He's like, you're not gonna say your prayers with me? And you tell it makes him feel like, oh, fucking kids, you know? And he gets down on his knees. And he goes, God bless Coach Wagner, Michael Jordan, my friend Murph, my friend, like whatever the girl's name is, Asian girl, and God bless Tracy. And Tracy like looks at him like damn, you know? And then Tracy gets into bed and Calvin gets into bed and Calvin falls asleep and then he snores like a grown 50-year-old man.
Nice.
And Tracy's just like, you know?
Nice.
So the next day, Tracy's all tired. He's exhausted. And Coach is like, hey, what are you tired for? And Calvin's like, oh, Coach, we were up all night. We stayed out till like 1 a.m. with this girl and all that. And then Coach is looking at him. And Tracy's like, oh. He's like, well, Calvin doesn't know the rules, so you're not in trouble. But Tracy sure does. Curfew's at 11 or at midnight or whatever, like something like that.
Right.
You know, and, you know, especially on game nights like this and don't bring girls back to the hotel. Like, they're like the rules, you know?
Right.
And Tracy's just like, and he's so mad at him. And Calvin's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, shut up, man. It's also like, yo, get out of here.
Yeah.
This is his fault.
Yeah.
Explain to him when y'all get back to the hotel.
Like, don't say anything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Easily solvable situation.
Yeah, and he's a kid who idolizes you, so he'll do what you say.
Just like a dad who cheats on his mom.
Yeah, just like priests who molest children. They trust you.
Wow, mine was not as bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad, but like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I said my thing, some listeners were like, oh, damn, I've been there. And then when you said your thing, some listeners were like,
oh, damn,
I got to cut this episode off.
I've been there.
No, they were like, I'll come back to this one.
Yeah. Well, what is this? 50 minutes in or whatever? Or it's like 80 minutes in now? I'll just skip over this part when I'm ready again.
So the next game, they're playing the Sixers. And he looks down for warm-ups and he sees who would be at this time the most famous player on earth.
AI.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's the most famous person in this movie.
Okay.
Because in 2002, he's coming right off that.
That's finals. The step over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he is Allen Iverson. He's about to get an MVP, I think, this season.
Damn.
This is his MVP year, or it's the next year. But I mean, we're in heyday. We're in AI day.
Yeah.
Do you remember those times?
I do remember those times.
He was a badass man.
Yep.
So he looks down. He walks down with a magazine. He's like, Mr. Allen Iverson, sir, you're my favorite player. And he's like, who the hell are you? You know, he's like, he's like, what are you, a mascot?
Oh, what? Well, hold on. Hey,
Allen, how
Allen.
out of the loop are you?
Yeah. Hey, you didn't hear about this fucking 10-year-old dropping 27 points?
And they signed him.
I don't care who you are. You've heard about. You don't even like sports. You're like, wait, there's a 10-year-old in the NBA?
Oh yeah, you're right. This would be the biggest news on
of all time. Yeah. This would be
Earth.
the media would. There would be international media at this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Allen, get your fucking head out of your ass.
Or are you playing head game?
Yeah. Oh, with this 10-year-old, you weirdo. Which one is it, Allen? I'm calling you out right here, right now. If any of you know Allen personally, send this to him. Let him know.
So, it sounded like Magic Johnson. They do every time Magic Johnson talked about passing. Why does he do that? And I threw it to Larry like, it was like, what?
It's a condition.
AIDS? So
that's how they knew.
His other teammates obviously go grab him. Hey, we don't ask other players for autographs.
Right.
Cut to. They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. And then now you just see highlights, montage of him
dominating
the NBA, destroying Jason Kidd. He averages 25 points a game.
Damn.
Destroying Jason Kidd, too.
Rookie of the year, easily.
Jason Kidd almost tries to fight him. He fucks him up so bad.
That's funny. That's also very Jason Kidd.
Very Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Him and Alonzo Mourning have a jump ball, and he gets it from Alonzo. He wins it easy.
Yeah.
At one point, you see T-Mac talking shit about how he's not going to do nothing to him, and in the game, he, like, rips T-Mac easy and bams it.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, legendary players in their prime, too.
Yeah.
Because this is Orlando T-Mac.
Ooh. That's a good
Remember
T-Mac.
that one?
They're all good T-Mac.
Oh, T-Mac had some fucking great
years.
Mm-hmm. So, cut to you see Calvin like buying the whole orphanage scooters, like really cool scooters.
Right.
And then you see before a game, you see Dirk and Steve Nash, Maverick Dirk, Steve Nash.
Okay. Yeah.
They walk up together and they go, "Hey, Calvin." It's Dirk.
No,
hey,
Calvin. Yeah, I don't think that was Steve.
Hey, Calvin. Autograph for my niece? And Calvin's like, "Sure, man. What's her name?" Dirk. He looks at Steve. And, yo, Dirk is like, he's funny.
That's funny.
Dirk Nowitzki's funny, fool.
That's funny.
That was really funny for him to do that. So the nun, you see cut to, you see like
that is how Dirk sounds.
you see him
Dirk sounds like he's far away.
always. That's how he talks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like Dirk always sounds like he's far
In a
away.
cave?
Yeah, it's really weird.
So you see this nigga taking a charge from like Chris Webber.
Right.
He's in the slam, like him and Tracy are getting cool.
Mm-hmm.
He enters the slam dunk competition against Steve Francis and Jason Richardson, and he wins.
Jesus.
He beats those guys.
Yeah.
In 2002.
Yeah.
Prime J. Rich dunking
Oh,
time.
you mean the one where he's going for his third in a row at this point? Yeah.
So Murph and Calvin are talking late night at the orphanage.
Right.
And you see Ox, while they're just talking, hanging out, Ox runs in and tries to rip the sneakers off his feet.
Right.
And he's like, give me those sneakers. He's like, no, get off me. Get off. He's like, I know these sneakers. I know it's not you, it's the sneakers. Give them to me. And you see Ox's other friends come grab Murph and hold him so he can't help.
Right.
He's like, give them to me. He's like, get off me, Ox, get off me. And then right then Bitterman comes in. He's like, hey, and he grabs him and he throws Ox, obviously.
Right.
Do not touch him. You do not touch Calvin. No one touches Calvin. He is too valuable to me. Do you understand? You goddamn idiot. You know, and Ox, I mean, obviously, because this guy is, I mean, you can imagine the money
Right.
he be bringing into this dude.
Right.
Oh my God.
I know. It's, you protect your asset.
Whew.
But also, like, if I'm fucking Calvin, it's like, damn, he doesn't even look at me like I'm a human.
No. Also, man, Ox really hates me.
Yeah, Jesus, relax, Ox. Also, hey, team, get him out of the orphanage.
Preach, bro.
The fuck? The fuck are you doing?
And if his demands are, I want my two friends to stay with me, those are his demands.
Yeah, just get him.
Those are his demands.
Yeah, get him a place to stay with
A nice place with 3 beds, 3 bedroom.
3 bedroom with a guardian, with some fucking assistant.
Give him a 4 to 5 bedroom, nice place.
Yeah.
Guardian, let him and his friends stay there. There's a
Yeah.
pool. He can get his schoolwork done there. All the shit.
Yeah. Get him out of the orphanage.
Yeah, but then again, we're talking about the Clippers.
And we are talking about the Clippers, and that's what they would do, especially back then.
Goddamn right. So we see at the hotel, Tracy's like, hey, I got to go to Walgreens and pick up my sleeping medication.
Right.
And Calvin asks to go. And then Tracy's like, no, you can't come with me. And then he's like, damn, man, how come you didn't let me like hang out with them all the time? And then another player's like, hey, don't take it personal. Calvin, that dude's not close with anybody. He's like not even close with his own dad.
Oof.
Calvin's like, damn.
Oof.
So in the car, you see Tracy like,
he's gonna mend his broken heart.
So he's in the car.
and then Tracy's gonna adopt him.
Ooh, you see it?
That's
In
the
the
Angels
car?
in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rookie of the Year. It's just both those movies.
And together.
Okay.
So in the car, that's why it was 20% Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
and like 60 Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
And then this movie is like 20 of its own.
Okay.
So you see in the car, Tracy's like rapping to himself,
Mm-hmm.
and as he's chilling, Calvin pops out. What the fuck are you doing here? He's like, oh man, I just want to hang out with you. And then you see them, they start vibing, and then they start like bonding and having a good time.
Right.
And then they start talking about dads, and he's like, hey, don't bring up my dad. And he's like, oh man, I would do anything to have a dad. He's like, you don't understand, Calvin. You're still young. So they get to the Walgreens. There's a beautiful girl inside.
Right.
Tracy starts flirting. Calvin looks down. He notices it's 11:44. He's like, oh shit, we got to get back. The girl, while she's flirting, talking to him, he grabs the pills and he's talking to her, and he doesn't realize he wants to take allergy pills, and he accidentally takes the sleeping pills.
Right.
So he leaves. He gets in the car. It's like 11:54. He's like, come on, man, we got to go. He's like, all right, it's cool. They get to a stoplight. This nigga, man, I don't know. Boom, passes out. Calvin's like, no, Tracy, shit. And then he has to switch them over, and then this nigga has to drive back to the hotel. And he just crashes into everything. But he gets him back at 11:59.
Good for him.
The next day, though, Calvin is benched and in trouble in the media for joyriding.
Okay. Yes.
But he doesn't snitch on Tracy.
Oh wow.
So he's suspended a game, but not Tracy.
Okay.
So the one player who likes Calvin, the one who told him like, "Hey Tracy, like don't take it too personal about him," he goes up to Tracy and obviously is like, "Hey dude, say something.
Yeah.
You're a fucking grown man."
This is a kid. He saved your ass.
That's what he said. He said it. He's like, "Yo, how did
and
you think
he
you got
didn't
back?"
snitch.
No, I mean everything. And what else do you want?
Yeah.
Out of a teammate.
Yeah.
Let alone a kid out of a teammate.
Right. That's a lot to ask a kid. For the kid to even have the concept of snitching at that point.
And driving.
Yeah.
That's how young he is.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you wouldn't be able to drive.
That's insane.
So you see him like he's like feels bad, and then Tracy comes up to him on the plane and he apologizes and he gives him a nickname because the whole time he's been calling him Tea Time and he's wanted a nickname, and
Right.
Tracy hasn't given him one.
Right.
He's like, you know what? I'm sorry, Sea Dog. And he's like, no problem, Tea Time. Right? And he's all happy.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then cut to you see parents coming to see Calvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when when parents are coming to see, like, they come to see Calvin, Murph starts crying because he realizes, like, I'm about to lose my friend.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh, fuck. And he gets real mad. And Bal's like, hey, dude, what's the problem, right? And you see Coach Wagner talking to the dude going, hey, Calvin let me know that you said that he can't get adopted. Well, he's like, that's not in the contract at all. You lied. Like, you lied to him. You know what I mean? Like, Coach Wagner's on it, like, on his, like,
on the side.
nah,
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're going to let him see people, right? So he lets, like, he gets all mad, and he's like, fuck, right? And Calvin's like, you lied to me. And he's like, oh, Calvin, things are difficult. So he lets him see people, but he only lets him see, like, the worst parents of all time.
Okay.
That people that Calvin wouldn't want to go with.
Damn. Fucking Crispin, man.
Monster.
Yeah.
So next day, Calvin goes to Tracy's mansion.
Okay.
Right up in the hills. And Tracy's like, what are you doing here, man? And he's like, whoa, he's just freaking out about how nice his mansion is. And he's like, you going to tell me why you're here, or you just going to keep freaking out about everything you see? And he's like, look, man, and he blows up. He's like, man, Tracy, everything's going bad. My best friend Murphy's really mad at me because I might get adopted and I might be leaving him. I'm failing like, I'm not doing good in geometry, this, that, and the third, right? And he's like, okay. He's like, well, this is what you're going to do. First things first, you're going to call your best friend Murph. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. He's like, hey, it's your best friend. You only get one of those. Call him.
Right.
Just call him. He's like, all right, secondly, I'll handle you your geometry. He's like, you sure? And he slides him over the book, and then Tracy looks at him. He's like, yeah, the classic old guy. I'm like, oh, you know what? You take your time with that phone call, and I'm going to, oh, shit. Which I can't imagine somebody handing me a geometry book. I try to be like, oh, God, okay, give me a second. Let me sit. Yeah. Let me try to get some bearings.
Oh, yeah. Someone asked me to do, like, proofs now. I'd be like,
yeah.
oh, fuck. All right.
Exactly. You got to be like, okay, let me go back in time.
Angle, side, angle, side.
Cosine.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so real, fool.
Yeah.
All right, every time I see an adult, like, now that I'm getting older, I get that joke more and more. Because it's a trope. We all seen that trope.
Yeah.
It's like, whew, it's real.
Rough.
That's why people do it all the time.
Yeah. The other day, I just thought of just, like, the idea of doing long division again.
Oh, Lord.
Like, oh, wait. Oh, this wouldn't be easy for me.
No.
I'd have to remember how to do it.
I'd have to sit and think.
Yeah. I'd have
to be like, okay, what number goes? Because I know I can do it.
Yeah. But it's the jogging your memory of, like, okay, I got to carry. And, like, that mixed in with calculators, who's actually done long division
in a long
like
time.
That, yeah.
In a long time, huh?
I'm not going to. No.
No what?
I'm not going to give you that.
Give me what?
What you wanted in that moment. Yeah. Feel it.
All right. So Tracy, he goes outside and he paints, using actual paint, he paints on his mansion. He paints like all these triangle offices. Like all the famous ones. Right. And he, through basketball, helps Calvin figure it out.
Geometry.
Like, the geometry. Because it is, that is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? And then they start throwing paint at each other while they're doing this. They're having fun. And they're all covered in orange paint now. And Murph gets there. And Murph's like, man, what are y'all doing? And then they're like, geometry. And Murph's like, can you teach me? Yeah. Cut to, like, they're all running each other, dumping paint on as Murph's like, you know? And then they run and they all jump in the pool covered in paint. And they're just having the best time.
They're having a good time, yeah.
Oh, God. As a kid, I thought that was the most fun scene ever. It's like, damn. Just to, at that man, like what it looked like when you see it, you're like, oh, it looks so cool. So on SportsCenter, you see Gary Payton talking mad shit about Calvin. How he's not that good, how he's going to lock him up, that it's all bullshit, it's all hype. I love it. I love that the glove.
It's so funny.
That the glove's like, I'm going to be the glove in this movie.
It's so funny how everyone reacts to this fucking child during this movie.
Oh, no one ever asked him if he's Jesus?
Yeah.
No one ever pulls him aside and go, are you the second coming?
Yeah.
Let me see your hands. And he has, like, scars.
Yeah, he's got the stigmata. He's like, oh, okay. How do you hoop with that?
Yeah. So, but he kills the glove, obviously.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then they have 3 games left. All they got to do is win 2 more to get in the playoffs. They win their next game, and everyone in the city of LA is loving Tracy and Calvin in the world. They're all over SportsCenter. They're the biggest duo. They're killing it.
Right.
The kids at the orphanage talk, and Murphy says how, like, he's like, Murphy's telling him, I mean, I think you would, like, do you want Tracy to adopt you? And he's like, yeah. And he tells him, like, I think that's what I want, right? He's like, but I don't know, though, because he doesn't even talk to his own dad. And they're like, damn, what are you going to do about that? And then Calvin thinks. And then the next day, he shows up to Tracy's again. He's like, hey, I got a surprise for you. I brought your number 1 fan. And Tracy's like, who? Is it a girl? And he walks out, and it's his dad.
Yeah.
And they look at each other, and he's like, why the hell did you bring him here, Calvin? Get him out of here. Get out of my business. And he slams the door, and he leaves.
Damn.
Daddy issues.
Let's talk about it, huh, Tracy?
Can
What's
we
going
just talk?
on? I don't think that song's about daddy
Can
issues.
we just talk? Is
Wait,
it not?
Oh, could actually, absolutely could be. Depends on.
Think about where we're going.
Definitely depends on.
before we get lost.
Definitely depends on what kind of girl Khalid is into, but it could 100% be about daddy issues.
About daddy issues?
Yeah.
Before we get lost, that's what I'm
Can
like.
we just talk? Cause you have a bad relationship with
Your
your dad. Can we just talk? Yeah, you're right.
Before it gets worse.
Yeah.
And we only call on Super Bowls. Can we just talk?
Only call on. What girl has that relationship with
Well,
her
a guy
dad?
has a relationship with his dad for sure.
Yeah,
they
that's
only
true.
talk on major sporting events.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's sad. So, the next game, of course, they're mad at each other. They lose to the Bulls. Coach Wagner goes, "How the hell do we lose to the Bulls? Now we have to beat the Raptors. Or out of the goddamn playoffs, right?" And like Calvin Lee's upset too. Like him,
Right.
Tracy's feels bad. Cut to the next day, you see Officer Winslow from Family Matters
Okay.
and Die Hard.
Okay.
Him and his wife come to the orphanage the next day, and they're pretty much Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv.
Right.
Like that's their vibe. You know,
Right.
that's what he said he
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can tell they're doing an impression of them, right?
Right.
And on SportsCenter, you see Vince Carter talking mad shit about how they're gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Right. Of course, cause life.
Cause life.
Yeah.
So you see the Bitterman dude talking to Ox, and he goes, "Hey, you idiot, come here. Is it what you said true about the sneakers?" He goes, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The sneakers. Is it true?" You know, and he gets in his face. He's like, "Is it true? The sneakers? Is that what Calvin's getting the powers?" And they're like, "Yes, yes." It's like, "Okay, thanks." Cut to Bitterman giving Calvin super nice shoes to wear to make an impression on the family.
Right.
And Calvin's like, "I don't want to wear these. I want to wear my shoes." He's like, "Calvin, you don't understand. You have to look nice. If you look nice, these people might adopt you." And Calvin's like, he's like, oh. And
Right.
you see him, he cuts to, he's taking the shoes off, and he gives them to Murph. And he's like, "Murph, guard these with your life." And Murph's like, "I got you." Right? So he leaves. You see Murph stare at the shoes, and then he puts them on.
Okay.
And he laces them up. And he stands up, and he sees himself dunking in his head. And then he has like a little goal in his room, and he grabs the ball, and he runs at it, and he tries to dunk, and then he just jumps out of the shoes because he's too little.
Right. Okay.
And then he's looking at a picture of his mom, and he's like, "Well, Mom, I guess I can't do it, huh?" And then right then you see Bitterman and the Ox Kid all run in. They all grab him. He's like, "Hey, hey!" And Bitterman takes the picture of his mom and sets it on fire.
Okay.
And the kid's like, "That's my only one. Stop!" Like, yo, he can act. He's like, "Stop!" Because you like, bro, you're like, "Oh my god!"
You feel him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, "Please, please!" And then he goes, "There goes Mommy. Tell me where the shoes are." He's like, "No, I can't. He's like, "Oh, well then say bye. Say bye, Mommy. Bye. We're never gonna see you again. I gotta freaking remember what you look like." He's like, "No, it's in the attic. It's in the attic." He's like, "Here, fine." And he puts it out, and like it's just now like you see his mom. That's it.
Right.
Like he let it burn that much.
Ooh.
And you see the kid like, you know, like, oh, of
my-
course. And I mean, also
Jesus.
if you're Calvin, you're like, I get why you gave him the shoes.
Yeah.
Actually, are you mad? Are you mad at me?
No.
How do you feel?
I'm mad at
You find out
first.
later when I tell you what happened.
No.
Like when I tell you what happened, are you mad at first? Honest with me.
Like right away, yes. Because the first thing you're gonna do.
Because I'd be like,
The
I'm
first thing
telling you I
do-
lost the shoes.
The first thing you're gonna say is, and then I think the second you explain the situation, I'm still mad, but I don't think at you.
Because they jumped me, like, bro, they jumped me.
Yeah.
And then they started burning the picture of
Yeah,
my mom.
I think as someone who is also an orphan, I think I'd be like, oh, I get that.
You'd be mad at, probably,
You'd be mad at them.
oh yeah, well, mad at
Yeah.
them. But you'd probably be mad at me for a little bit, and then.
No,
when we
I
talk-
don't think you're mad. I don't think you're mad.
I think maybe I guess you're right. Maybe the only time you're mad at me is the initial. I go, I lost the shoes,
Right.
and then there might be like a, what the fuck?
Yeah, especially if you show me the picture of your mom afterwards. Like, damn, you almost lost the only picture you have of your mom.
Yeah,
That's
When I show you the picture, then it's
That's
like,
that's rough.
oh damn, I can't believe these niggas did this shit.
Yeah, that's
fuck them.
Aren't you a grown ass man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking creepo.
Yeah. So you see Calvin having the fancy dinner with the people, right?
Right.
And they're like, he's just kind of looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Bitterman, you see Bitterman go to some gangsters,
Right.
and he goes, "Hey, I'd like to place a bet on the Raptors Knights tonight." And they're like, "All right, how much?" $100,000. Of course, they kind of look up. Like now, they're like, they take bets all the time, but now
Right.
their attention is like $100,000.
Right.
Interesting. And he goes, well, what makes you so confident? And then he goes, let's just say I have a good feeling Calvin Cambridge is going to have an off game. And of course, the gangsters smile and lean in and be like, well, tell us more. Like,
Okay.
Get us in on this.
Okay.
If you really know something, let's
Let us
make
know.
some. Let's make a real fucking score.
Right.
So Tracy stares at like all the paint on his house outside because he ruined his house.
Right.
There's just triangles and paint all over his house.
Right.
And he misses Calvin, right? He's like, damn. Cut to, you see the boys telling Calvin that, hey, we adopted you. It'll be official tomorrow. And Calvin's like, whoa. Like he doesn't know how to feel.
Right.
So the next day, you see Tracy sees Calvin in the locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the day of the game. And he runs up to him. He's like, hey, Calvin, I've been doing a lot of thinking about what's best for us and me and you. And you know what, man? And right then the Boyds walk up and they go, hey, how's it going, Mr. Reynolds? And he's like, oh, hi. And he's like, Tracy, these are my new parents, the Boyds. And he's like, oh, wow. Oh. Like, when a guy meets it's like the same team in Fever Pitch. When you're like, oh, a new, oh. And they're just like, oh, this is
I
new,
just got parent broken up.
Yeah, exactly. I just got parent broken up with. Yeah, parent up.
Yeah.
So right then you see Murph call him and tell him, like, hey, man, Bitterman's got the sneakers. He put them in his safe. There was nothing I could do, right? And he's like, damn, no. And he's like, fuck. All right. Because, he thought Murph was bringing the sneakers. That was the plan. Right. And so he's like, the game starts in 20 minutes. I'll be there. You see Calvin run out, and he steals like a little cart that gets around. Right. And he drives. His place is really close. Okay. You know that as well. He lives downtown by an orphanage.
He walked to the game.
Yeah, so he drives a little cart over there, and then also it'd be funny if you were like, well, how close is this orphanage? If you got like you were measuring the time of this movie.
Yeah, well, it's 20 minutes. Game starts in 20 minutes. I can't believe Coach let him out of the locker room.
Yo, I love when you break it down for real.
Yeah.
There's no way Coach Wagner's letting him out of the locker room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you going? I gotta go get my shoes. Get the fuck. You're not going to get any shoes.
Yeah. And at a certain point, he'd have to explain the truth to the coach.
And be like, dude, if I don't get these shoes, we're gonna lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the coach would be like, oh, go get those fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody drive him also. Let's make this fast.
Bench player, go.
Yeah. A bench player, no, assistant. Some random assistant. Yeah. Get GM. I don't give. What are you doing, GM?
Yeah, it's true. Get these fucking shoes.
Yo, how hard are you yelling? Get these fucking shoes.
Yeah, get these fucking shoes. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and then he's telling you, like, oh, there's this Bitterman guy safe, and your coach right, you're like, oh, kid, it could be in God's safe.
Yeah, we're getting these shoes.
That's where you find out how gangster like organizations are.
Yeah.
Oh.
When the bottom line's at stake, fuck everybody.
Dude, preach, Bob.
Yeah.
When the bottom line is at stake, brother.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think everything's so bad now?
Bottom line's at stake.
Bottom line.
So he gets to the orphanage, right, and he asks all the kids to like help him get the shoes back, and they're all like, yeah, of course, because you're fucking our hero now. You played in the NBA for a season.
Yeah, that's fucking
You would
nuts.
be our hero forever.
That's fucking nuts. They're trying to get into the playoffs, which again. Because at this point, look, I'm looking at the time on this. There's no way this movie's 2.5 hours long. We're at an hour 10. I'm assuming we're in the third act already.
Oh, man.
Right.
This movie's hour 30.
Right, I assume, right? It's hour 30. Why, with these movies? This is the same thing with Angels in the Outfield. The movie already is fucking insane. Make them win the championship.
Oh, yeah, it's always that get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I guess the point was supposed to be that they're on a losing franchise, and it's like, well, who cares?
Yeah, right? Make them win the playoff. Make them win the championship.
Also, why'd you want to shit on the Clippers so bad?
Yeah, that's why the Rookie of the Year was great. He at the end of the day, he has the World Series
He
ring.
also plays for the Cubs.
Yeah, and he has a ring. It's a losing franchise.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he plays for the Cubs. He's calling the Clippers. Like, this is what I'm saying. You had the rights to teams.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
The Spurs jersey, all the other teams that had their jersey.
That was probably part of their deal with the NBA. The NBA was like, you can do this, but he can't be on a real team. That has to be on the NBA side. If you're a filmmaker, why would you make that call? You
make them the Clippers.
Yeah,
that's who you want them to be.
Yeah, and the NBA is like, well, we don't want to show our team so negative that they'd hire a kid, so we'll make it a fictional team.
So we'll let this kid destroy.
Yeah, because that's funny. That's in the name of comedy.
But
he's not gonna be a fucking Clipper if our lives depended on it.
No, the fucking rules, dude.
Yeah.
David Stern, you son of a gun.
Yeah,
that was still Stern time, right?
Yep, that was still Stern time. Mm-hmm.
God, I love David Stern. He was the man.
First one to think that, hey, maybe we should show the finals live on TV, which is crazy that no one thought of that beforehand.
Man, some people are out of the box. Like I saw on what interview I was watching, but someone compared David Stern to Steve Jobs, and it was a really good comparison. And I agreed, like the out of the box level thinking and what he saw for the NBA.
Yeah, he's skyrocketed.
And it's not what the NBA isn't Apple. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's
they built a bubble on Disney to make sure it finishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and if the football season don't finish, it's really gonna the popularity of the NBA is gonna fucking skyrocket.
Football's done. Dude, some people are having fans, some people aren't. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If you're the NFL sign and I'm a person asking you, wait, how is some people having fans and some people don't? Are they road traveling?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The NFL clearly should have thought of some bubble. The fact that their plan was we'll just wait till things get better was ridiculous.
You want to hear my plan for the NFL bubble?
Yes.
My plan is 4 bubbles.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
So 4 different locations, 4 bubbles. Mm-hmm. In each bubble, 8 teams.
All right, so you have like the NFC South and the NFC West, AFC South, AFC West, each in their own bubbles. AFC North, AFC East, NFC North, NFC East.
You play everybody in your bubble.
Mm-hmm.
once or twice.
Right.
However, you're like, maybe we don't do 16. Maybe you just do, if you can't get 16, then maybe you just do 12 or whatever.
Right.
You figure it out how many you play, but that's who it is.
Right.
And I know fans will be like, oh, but who they didn't play this way. And it's like, look, man, just like you're going to have sacrifices.
Right.
And you had the season in the 4 bubbles. The best teams come out. They have a fucking playoffs in one bubble.
Right.
And that's that.
It's not bad.
How do you feel about that?
That's a good idea.
Think so?
But yeah, it's a million times better than the current plan.
No fans, obviously.
Not like you couldn't
And
do
you're
fans.
pretty much, and you film it, on a practice field location, so it looks cool. It's not like, it doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look,
Right.
like, it looks like how the bubble looks. So it's like, it's like you're just watching a dope-ass 7-on-7, like AAU basketball or whatever. You're watching,
Right.
it's like I'm watching like a dope-ass 7-on-7, except it's a real game.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I don't see how there is an NFL coach that doesn't get this and die at this point.
I was watching Hard Knocks the other night. Apparently, this Chargers coach, that's how they start the thing. He got it, but he was fine, but he got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know, man. I don't know, but I feel
They are old.
I feel like my plan's really good.
I think your plan's good, and it's too late to implement that. It's over. NFL season's gonna be what it is.
They have the money, but they could have. They spent this time building 4 bubbles. It would have been fine.
Yeah, but they're not gonna spend money on player safety. NFL, get the fuck out of here.
I guess that's why they're like, the NBA only had to do 1 bubble. It's like, well, you got to spend a little more money, and that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But you're going to get all those TV.
But you're also
still getting all your TV
You're
rights.
also the NFL.
And you're not losing your TV rights.
Yeah.
That's your big bank. You're fine. You're getting it back. It's like you just had to spend a little more money this season.
Right.
Also, it's this season. That's what I don't get. It's this season. If you look at it like, if this is how we're going to do it forever, then it's like, well, that's what you're going to do forever. But if you look at it like, you know what, we're going to get through this season and figure out for this season, and then next season, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
If we have to do it again, we have to do it again.
But there's no way you're gonna have to do it for 4 or 5 seasons. So just take the hit for a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, everyone's taking the hit, NFL.
That's what I'm
Why
saying. Preach.
shouldn't you?
I got to go to Maine and fish, NFL. You can take a hit, too.
Yeah.
You're better than me? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We're all this, everybody's taking a hit.
Everyone's taking a hit.
So he goes to the orphanage and he asks the kids to help him.
Right.
And they see the bad dude watch the Bitterman guy. He's watching the motherfucking game on TV, and it just started. And so he's missing the beginning of the game.
Right.
And they fucking bum rush him and they duct tape him to the chair he's on, right?
Right.
And they're trying to get the combination out of him, and he won't. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you, fucking kid. What are you gonna do? I'm not telling y'all, right?
Right.
And finally, right then, Ox walks in.
Right.
He's like, what are y'all doing? And they're like, they're getting our sneakers back. And Ox is like, man, move out the way. And he starts trying to free Mr. Bitterman. And they're like, hey, Ox, you're not him. You're one of us, man. Okay? You gotta help us get the shoes, man. It's like, fuck this guy. Don't help him.
Yeah.
And then Ox kind of looks at him, and then right there, the Bitterman guy goes, get me out of this thing, you idiot. And then Ox looks at him and he goes, I'm not an idiot. And he gets in his face. And he's like, okay. And he goes, if I was an idiot, I probably wouldn't remember the combination of your safe, would I? And everybody's like, and he walks over and he goes, tick, 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 kung, opens it.
Damn.
Ox comes through.
Ox comes through, baby.
Ox comes through. Ox, only character with full growth in
Yeah, Ox really grows.
Like full lot of depth in the
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
Because the ending, he saves the day, and also opposite saves the day.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So
Opposite. That's funny.
that's when you save the day.
Yeah.
So you see, remember the scooters he bought everybody?
Yes.
The kids all get on their scooters and take off. Now they got the shoes.
Right.
Bitterman, of course, he gets out the chair and he's like, and he calls the gangsters, right? The gangsters are now heading to where they are trying to stop the kids from getting in.
Right.
They almost get into it, but the kids are able to get by him and kind of Home Alone their way out of the situation with scooters.
Right.
You know? So Calvin finally gets to the stadium and Bitterman's there waiting on him. Give me those sneaker, Calvin. And Calvin just smiles and he revs up his scooter and he fucking lets it go and it fucking knocks him out.
Nice.
Right?
He deserves that.
Third quarter ends.
Right.
Raptors are up 21 points.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What? And there he is, everybody. Calvin Cambridge. Vince Carter's like, I love that, Vince. I love it.
Great
one
choice.
of my favorites. I love Vince. One of my favorite players. I love just the. Oh, dude, God, Vince, class. I love legendaries like that, man. I hate that he didn't get a fair ending.
Yeah.
The ending he deserved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate that because he's a true.
Yeah, he didn't get it. He should have absolutely been in the All-Star game this year. The fact that he wasn't in the All-Star game is a slap to fucking NBA fans.
Yeah.
The whole point of the All-Star game is a popularity contest. This guy has been in the league for 90 years. He's been in the league for 9 decades.
Yep.
And you're not going to give him an All-Star appearance on his last day? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Play it against
add an extra slot for Vince. He deserves it.
Preach. I agree. Played against from everybody from Michael Jordan to Luka Doncic. Mm-hmm. And you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a large gap, guys.
Right.
From Trae Young to MJ to play every superstar in between those.
Yeah.
That's literally every player that we can really think of in this lifetime.
He played them all.
Played them all. Good, too. They all, like, respect
Yeah.
him and consider him one of the great Hall of Famer.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't get in that last All-Star game is
Bullshit.
Is a disgrace.
I love that he ended it with a 3, though. That
Yes.
3 was
beautiful.
That was a beautiful 3. So he gets to the game, but the coach doesn't want to play him because he missed 3 quarters and he has a policy.
Right.
But all the players are like,
Hey,
Coach,
bro,
that's fucking retarded.
Throw that out the window.
We're down 21 points.
You dumb fuck.
A, we're down 21 points.
Yeah, is he
B,
Zion Williamson? Did he come back super fat? Why would you not play him?
My boy Zion love to eat, bro. My boy Zion loves some Popeye. I can't be mad at it. I love to eat too, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love snacks.
That's a good point. Who doesn't love snacks?
Who doesn't love snacks, bro? But, you know, nobody's paying me millions to not eat snacks.
That's a good point.
So let's see. I don't know how I'd feel if I had that option. Not trying to judge. But I'm judging. So, the players are obviously like, that's the most retarded thing ever. Let's play him.
Right.
He's the best player on our team, and he's also a child.
He's a child, yeah.
Let's just play him.
Right.
So, they put him in, and he gives Vince Carter all the business.
Yes.
All the business he can handle. Mama, there goes that child.
Yeah.
And they get all the way back down to 21 point lead in the fourth quarter. They get it down to 1 point.
Oh, damn.
But now they need a steal on the inbound. Calvin rips Vince Carter on the inbound pass.
Love it.
When he goes, he starts heading down the court for a fast break, they kind of foul him, but he gets kind of tackled over and a big kind of dogpiled. And when he gets up, his shoes are busted.
Fucked. Okay. Oh, no.
Exactly rookie of the year.
This is
Remember
rookie of the year,
He
yeah.
slips on the ball, his arms back normal.
Yeah. His powers are gone.
Powers are gone.
Oh, God. Is he going to fucking granny shot these shoes?
You called that.
Oh, my God.
So,
hey, I was more than 20% right, motherfucker.
Well, I said, let's finish it first.
All right.
You know, I lie all the time.
That's a good point.
So he goes, he's all sad, and Tracy's like, "What's the matter?" He's like, "I'm done, Tracy." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It wasn't me. It was the sneakers, man." He's like, "Calvin," he's like, "Hey, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make the playoffs.
Right.
All my legacy's on the line about if I'm a great player or not.
Right.
You know, or if I'm
Yeah,
just
I gotta get. Hey, dude, we gotta play so I can so we can win this game, and I can get bounced out of the first round because our leading scorer is a child and lost his powers. Which is why you make this last till the finals.
because there's no reason you can't.
Yeah, because if they're fighting for a playoff, that means they're gonna face the 1 seed, which 2002 is gonna be the Shaq Kobe Lakers.
Yep.
They're getting fucking bounced without Calvin.
Yeah, they're getting fucking bounced, dude.
Yeah.
Bounced.
Yeah.
Like a fucking bad check, nigga.
Yes.
These niggas bouncing. Oh, God. So, he's like, oh, man. Tracy tells him, hey, bro, you got to be brave. Come on, let's go out there and win this thing, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, okay. So they get in the huddle, and Calvin tells the team, hey, guys, win or lose, this is going to be my last game. And they're like, what? He's like, man, I have faith in y'all. Y'all are going to get through the playoffs fine without me, but let's win this game.
No, you're not.
And that's why they're all scared.
That's 25 points per game off the team.
Oh, damn. And their star, like the clutch player, the star, the force, the driving force.
Yeah, the reason why people are in the stands, really.
Everything.
Yeah, it's...
No, not the only reason people are in the stands.
Yeah.
The only reason people are in the stands.
Yeah.
It was half full before him.
What a fucking crazy fucking crazy thing to say. I believe in you guys. Nope.
That's so funny.
Nope.
So Calvin gets the ball, right? And he
Right.
tries to fake Vince, and Vince easily almost rips it.
Right.
Because he doesn't have powers anymore, and it's
Right.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
It's like Raptors Vince Carter.
Right.
So then he tries to make a shoot over him.
I
and
would
Vince
go ahead
just
and say...
blocks it.
I would go ahead and say current Vince Carter could take a 10-year-old.
Oh, non-NBA retired Vince Carter would fuck this 12-year-old, 10-year-old up.
Yeah.
So, Vince blocks a shot, and they're like, "Come on!" You know, they're like, "Come on, Calvin!" And he fucking he passes it. He passes it to Tracy, and he's like, "I can't do it." Tracy passes him back to him. He's like, "You can do it, Calvin. Come on, you can do this." And he looks at Vince, and he's like, "The time's running down," and the time's running down.
Right.
He pump fakes. Vince jumps. He goes under his legs. 3. He's about to shoot. 2. He sees Tracy, and he passes to Tracy. Tracy gets it and shoots. 1. Knights win. It's in. Oh my God, the Knights are going to the NBA playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
Oh damn!
And they will be bounced by the 3-time champion Lakers, who are probably going to lose to the Pistons anyway.
Yeah. Oh, in the future, I don't know how we see that coming.
We know. No, this season, no, they lose to the Spurs. They
No.
don't make
2002.
It goes 3 championships.
They win 2000. They win 2000, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
So they've won 2 in a row at this point.
Yeah, this is 2002. You're right.
Yeah. Then
They're going to their third.
then the Spurs beat the
them.
Nets next year,
And then they make it again and lose to the Pistons with Karl Malone and Gary.
Yeah, Nets go to 2 in a row and lose
And
twice.
then Gary has to go to Miami to get a ring with Shaq.
Yes. Yep.
NBA history.
And Karl Malone doesn't win one. But,
Take care of your kids.
Yeah. Take care of your kids. Don't fuck 13-year-olds. Maybe win an NBA championship.
Yep. Or be better at fucking 13-year-olds and you'll get everything you want.
Yeah. It's one of the two. You can't to fuck 13-year-olds and achieve, you got to be the best.
Oh my God.
I don't know what else to say. And you weren't Michael or Kobe. So
Michael Jackson?
I was a Michael Jordan or Kobe. Yeah. And Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
That's why I said Michael Jackson. So they get to the locker room and the boys are so proud of him and everything, right? And he goes, "Hey, can I meet you guys in the car? I need to talk to the coach." And they're like, "Fine."
And Michael Phelps, if he wanted to, could get away with it.
Shit.
Yeah, so really also be named Michael.
Tom Brady could get away with it. Mm-hmm. LeBron can get away with it. Yeah, lots of people could get away with it.
No, the best. The best can get away with it.
I just named all the best people, didn't I?
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jared from Subway obviously couldn't.
Got away with it for a while because sandwiches are pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, best fast food sub in the game.
That's why he got away with it for a while.
not even close to best fast food sub in the game.
No.
I
guess no, because like Ike's
most
the best.
prolific. It's the most around.
Bang for your buck, like $5. You're gonna get it fast.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out. Subway all day, no question.
Yeah.
Best actual sandwich, Ike's.
Okay, but Ike's, there's like 3 Ike's. If we're talking about, I think.
What's better than Ike's? I mean,
mean,
it's a California thing. I know everybody else outside doesn't know.
It's only LA Bay Area thing too. It's not even like
San Diego.
Oh yeah, San Diego has Ike's. Yeah. So it's like the
It's a Cali
big
thing.
It's a 3 big city thing.
That's why I was like, okay, but it's still the best one.
Yeah, Ike's is the best one out.
But if we're gonna talk chains, Firehouse is really good.
Firehouse is good. I
really
think Jersey Mike's is really good.
Jersey Mike's gross.
You think Jersey Mike's is gross?
Their bread sucks ass.
Oof. I disagree.
In Memphis, there's a place called Lenny's. That's really, Memphis and down south places. So Lenny's, that's awesome. Not as good as Ike's, but fucking great bread, really good. Well, yeah, Firehouse is better than Subway's better than Jersey Mike's.
No, that I disagree with. Subway's not better than Jersey
way.
Mike's. Yeah.
Oh, we'll pull that.
All right, we'll pull that.
That's pull stuff.
We'll pull that. If I remember 3 months from now when we drop this episode, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we won't.
We'll pull it.
Hey, you guys remind us. That's y'all. Sometimes it's y'all's job.
Yeah. Sometimes, when we say we'll pull something, let us mail us. So,
mail us.
Mail us. Let's really test the USPS right now. DM us.
Really put them to work.
Yeah.
They need it.
DM us, and we'll put the poll. If you just give like a timestamp to, that would help out.
Because when we do this, when y'all know we film ahead, y'all listen, y'all know y'all know what it is, nigga.
Yeah.
So, they get to the locker room, and he tells the boys, "I'll meet you in the car." Mm-hmm. He goes to Coach Wagner, and he thanks him for everything, right? And he stands at center court for a while, and then outside, it's like clearly like they cut down the stadium lights, and the boys are like, "What the fuck is going on? Where is he?"
Right.
And you see him get back to the orphanage. And Murph sees him and he hugs him and he's like, "Welcome back." And he's like, "I couldn't do it. I couldn't be with them.
Damn.
It's not what I wanted."
Damn.
Right? So the next day, they're all hooping. It's them and Ox and everybody, right? They're all having a good time.
Right.
Right then, Tracy pops up and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing over here, man?" And he's like, "Oh, just came by with the team. We figured this group home could use a new sponsor." And then they're making it the LA Knights group home.
That's
Which
awesome.
That's real because they have one of those in Memphis. They have the Memphis Grizzlies group.
That's nice.
It's really nice. It's
That's
really
nice.
nice. Just like
yeah.
they're building it up and shit. And all the teams there. Mm-hmm. And one of the players goes, "Hey, what happened to the last owner?" And the Asian girl goes, "Oh, apparently Mr. Bitterman made some kind of bet before that last game of you guys, and nobody's seen him since."
Oh, okay. He did.
Yeah, he made $100,000.
He did.
They also when them gangsters looked up at him, that was them going, "Oh, this must be a shoe-in."
Right. He did.
How much would he owe?
I don't even know. I don't even know how gambling works like that. To how much would he owe?
$100K on some shit like that.
But they also. I mean, he would owe the $100K because it's not like when you lose, you owe more money. You just lose the money. But they probably
you win more money.
Yeah. But they probably like fucked with the line and stuff and tried to get more to make the bet more favorable for the people voting the Knights, betting the Knights. So that means they would lose money on that because they expected the other team to win. So they made a line favorable.
But they're doing that on purpose to make more money.
Yes.
And they got really
they got fucked. They probably owe some. I mean, they're a gang, so they have enough money to cover. Probably,
but they're gonna kill that guy. Because,
yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they lost a lot of money.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah. Also, whoever in the organization who took the deal might be dead too. Like, what the fuck?
If he's not the head guy.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing listening to this random orphanage owner?
Talking about shoes, magic shoes.
Yeah.
You have no proof of this, other than actually, your proof is he's a kid in the NBA.
Yeah. Other than
actually, I believe you.
Yeah. Other than like, what else is the reason? Why is he still not playing then, huh? Why is he still not playing? They're in the playoffs. So his shoes are busted.
Come on. They start fixing up the orphanage, and Tracy goes, he's like, man, it's going to be a lot of changes around here, Calvin, but sad that you won't be here to see him. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, there's something missing in my house. And I heard you're still looking for a father because I'm looking for a son. The best line I've ever heard.
Let's let the dog decide.
So Murph watches all sad,
right?
Obviously, because he's a hater.
Right.
I don't get it. He's a fucking hater.
Right. But this is Angels in the Outfield, so obviously he also adopts Murph and the Asian girl.
Hey, yo, Murph, come here. Murph walks over all sad, and Little Bow Wow looks at Tracy, and he goes, hey, I don't know if you know this, but today is 2 for $1 day in the orphanage. You buy one orphan, you get another.
Oh, they leave the Asian girl behind? Asian girl!
That's the first thing Sam says. Sam's like, damn, this gonna be up their homie like that? Because she was clearly their motherfucking homie. You know? And Murph walks up, and he's like, hey, Murph, I'm taking Calvin home. I was hoping you'd come too. And he's like, really? He's like, we're going home. And they're all like, and they hug. And then they're at Tracy's house mansion. They're playing in their bedroom, right? And they're all having fun. They're like shooting darts at each other. And then you see on the wall the Asian girl with her family going, miss you guys. Like, she got adopted too.
Okay.
But it's funny that they were like, oh, we have to sum this up.
Yeah.
This looks horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we don't finish this up, at least put a bow on that part.
Yeah, okay.
To make it look like they're still friends, clearly.
Is she with an Asian family?
What, the mom's Asian, dad's white.
Okay.
Very
okay.
makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay.
Right when you see it, you're like, tracks.
Tracks. Okay. Okay.
Tracks all day.
Yeah.
Probably her actual parents.
Okay.
Not kidding. Not kidding. So, and that's like Mike. And then you see fun bloopers.
Oh, they blooper it?
Yeah, the bloopers with all the basketball players.
Oh, gefilte fish.
Yeah, you see like Steve Francis saying like, I can act, like bragging and shit. He can't act. It's funny.
That's funny.
Like all this stuff. But yeah, gefilte fish.
Yeah.
Like Mike. They're playing basketball.
They're getting bounced in round 1.
Just like the Lakers.
Yeah.
No.
It's not over till it's over.
It's not over till a fat lady dies of diabetes.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's LeBron, and when he's mad, he does some stuff.
What'd you think of Like Mike though?
Yeah, you're right. This movie's made for me. It's 100%. It's 100% not serious.
Yes.
It's fun basketball with cool basketball players,
Yes.
and when I break down the sports, it's hilarious.
It's more fun. It's more fun.
Yeah, it's 100% me.
Yeah, because there's a child. Dominating the NBA. 25 points a game,
and
bro.
Allen Iverson has never heard of him.
Allen, you a cocky motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, hey, read the news, Allen Iverson. What are you doing?
Or don't, he said, don't play mind games with children.
Yeah, open your eyes or shut your brain off. One of the two. That step over really created a monster in this universe.
Oh, man. AI.
We're talking about children?
We love you.
Children.
We talking about children?
We're talking about children?
So wait, not grown-ups. Not grown-ups that I love.
No.
We talking about children.
Children.
Man, y'all crazy.
We're talking about children?
Children.
Children.
Children.